All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of the Breath of the Wild only run, where we just got started in the last stream. We did the whole plateau and some surrounding stuff. Link's like, I actually have my hand this time. Because, yeah, anything that isn't in Tears of the Kingdom we're using for this run, to recap. So, to some capacity, everything in my inventory is exclusive just in this game, whether it's fully a secret ability only present in this game, or like a different name. So it goes for the golden bow and the silver shield, because some stuff was just renamed creatively, but most of it's just like brand new exclusive things, or like looks different. So the last stream's in the description. This is just the second one, so we're going to be pushing new big objectives like Kakariko and Hestu, because we can start to trigger your Yiga spawns for their cool weapons, get the champion's tunic, all that. Okay, before we do that though, if we wind bomb, it's going to cost a lot of life, and we don't have a lot of life. But luckily, this mountain has a good means of getting life. Satori Mountain. So, I forgot I would wind bomb. We're going to go there. In just a second. Like that. Perfect. And just get on over. So yeah, welcome everyone. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. It was fun streaming earlier. The Breath of the Wild stuff was really awesome. Just neat to see that that's actually a thing that they're doing. Oh, screw it. Well, you know, there's another shrine. It's kind of hidden. They don't want you to pursue it right after the plateau. Kind of want you to go east, but I know where I'm going. Perfect. Yep. Get every warp on the way. Ooh, shrine. So yeah. Obviously wind bombs, we're blinking, but we do a shrine, we get full hearts. So until we get more hearts, shrine restores are good. Because again, we have like no food substance. If you guys want to see a full list of everything that is or isn't allowed, that is in the description. It's a sheet that I'm slowly refining a bit by bit as I'm, you know, thinking more objects over. So I have like little patch notes in there too, just to be helpful. Rhoda Ooh Shrine. The Ooh Shrine. If only it hearts the wind bomb right now. Alas, I don't. In the bin. What things can I all do to break this? Almost broke myself. So I don't know what's required for what. Oh, we need a way to launch over that. So we gotta do the whole puzzle thingy. This shrine is actually very easy to do bowless. It just requires a bit of a reload. If you go over here, because now that you twist that, you can get this chest. Just 1 second. Get the small key. And if you don't want to shoot that switch again, it would just take an arrow. But technically, you could save and reload. And when you reload, you'll still have the key, but the shrine will resort back to its neutral position. So it'll help you. Just like... Yep, there's the key. And we're back here. So you save an arrow, I guess? It's helpful in some challenge runs. We did it in the Divine Beast run. It's quite nice. Also, sorry. Thank you, Michael Duke, for the 5. Excited to see my Zelda content on the Switch, too. I think it'll be cool, because there's some minor features added. Like, Tears definitely has more, but the auto-build share is very much revolutionary. Because, again, the amount of people like Sony devices compared to the amount of people who are very capable of making really cool ones is a big margin. So I'm happy that's a lot more accessible now. And there we go. Oops, almost a death. And then just perfectly down. I didn't even have to do that whole step. Whee. Go back down. There we go. And then theoretically, you can just do the bomb method. That is a Rito bow? You can't have Rito bows. All those carried over. And I've played these too many times to know all this stuff, so... Oops on me. Head bomb. Let's be more precise here. That's not precise here. What if I hit it so hard with the bomb? I could use my bow. I'm sure that'll hit it. We'll just have to, like... Hope. Damn. Hope failed me. Again, it's just like, if you can do it bowless, we'll just be silly and do that. So... Oh, perfect. Attack. There we go. That's all you gotta do. That's a free restore, so you don't have to blink. And I like not blinking, personally. But, you know, pretty soon we're gonna have to fill up every 2 wind bombs at a shrine. Because there'll be a really good material nearby to, mitigate that. There we go. Oh, enough for more stamina. That's cool. Yay. Also, Link is not exclusively Breath of the Wild gear. Well, if anything's different, then it counts. And, you know, with the arm situation, I'd count that different enough. It's an ouch to him. They have a cool new ability in this game that you don't have in Tears. I think just having an arm is a pretty nice thing. Your own arm. See? We have our own arm. This Link is different than Tears Link. Also, my justification for the paraglider, it looks different. So, it would suck if it didn't, because then I couldn't use it. Yeah. You can only have so much fun without a paraglider. After a certain point, it just becomes annoying. Wind bombing's not safe, we'll just be hitting everywhere and dying. And that's not fun. Not particularly. For ancient gear, we have some ancient gear. I'm saving this for guardians though, because any guardian / ancient thing can one-shot a guardian leg. And those legs have 100 health, and they do 100 damage to the guardian. So you can just output 10 damage to do 100 damage. That's a pretty good deal. So we're saving it for that. It's like the best use for the weaker ones. Because it doesn't matter how weak or strong, it just always one-shots the legs, 100 damage. We don't need another fire rod. Yeah, legitimately we need slots. I'm just doing this really quick because that warp. So we have 2 wind bombs till the next shrine. But as soon as we get that shrine, we can warp away because what we need is like there. Oh, I messed up. All right, that's not a good ledge, is it? Hoppy, hoppy. And bye-bye. Not bad. Across the whole pit. 1 wind bomb out of 2. Nice. Can't keep up. It's too cool. Can we do the next one right here? Yeah. Perfect. Double wind bomb. I'm not super good at like making specific wind bombs for each situation. Like I can't freely decide if I'm doing like a really tall one or a really what's the word? Horizontal one. It's like very contingent on how the bombs are spaced next to each other. I'm just not super good at that timing. I've only like now got recently good at the mid-airs. This is not big enough to... I was gonna whistle sprint up this. Let's back down a little bit. Yeah. Worth it. Ooh. It's a whole grove. Sadly, most of this returns. If not all. What was that? It's like invisible. What's in the log? It's in the log. What are you? I can't even look in the log. I can't look in the log. There's something in the log. Wait, this way? Not well, at least. I don't want to pick it up because it's probably something we can't have, but I'm like too curious. What is in the log? A razor shroom. It's just in the log. Okay, I'm reloading the save, but we now know what's in the log. So that's logged in our brains. Now we reload. Yeah, also for more clarifications of the rules, it's in the spreadsheet. I added a few more clarifications all around. Well, it's not a spreadsheet. Right now it's a Google Doc. I'll probably make a spreadsheet out of it, though, so it looks nicer. But I added some clarifications. I also added a couple more items because I just didn't think about them. Nothing in the weapons category, but an armor set and a couple materials. And two of them are actually things I didn't even know, abilities I didn't know existed. So we'll showcase that in the run. But it's all like, I have a patch note thing at the bottom, so. Oh, wait. Not there. You know, pretty soon we won't be Blinky Blink anymore. It's just these early phases, and you know how it is. Come to think of it, it's gonna be weird. This might be my last, depending on how the Switch 2 version is, this might be my last main Breath of the Wild playthrough on a base Switch. I don't know, like, Breath of the Wild's getting less little tweaks than Tears is. I'm not a big fan of 60 FPS. I love the way this game looks, like, as is. So, like, 60 FPS has more of a cinematic feel that I appreciate from this. And I always took this game as more of an artistic experience and, like, has a lot of cinematic qualities. 60 FPS makes it feel too much like a, like, I guess, gamey. I don't know how to put it. So hopefully that's an option to disable in the new one. Like, this frame rate's perfect. Oh, and can't forget about this. The diamond rock. I love it. Free one every time. I don't know why, but it's just such a nice little secret to know. Stall knock's not good. Oh, but you have a lot of elemental weapons. Or at least one of them. We need Hestu. We really need Hestu. Okay. Guys, we're gonna stop blinking first. Oh my god, he's got the tree. 1 second. I forgot to do something. The counters. I had these off for the stream earlier. Uh-oh. What's he doing? No, you're good. Good chance Nintendo will patch a bunch of glitches for Breath of the Wild. That's what I'm most afraid of. If they do, it may just be more of a reason to stick with this one. Because just because there is an enhanced version, it's whatever their idea of enhanced is. So if they want to patch out a bunch of cool glitches that really add to the culture of why people play this game still over Tears, then not a lot of people are going to play the new one, you know? So this is like one of those few cases where I'm really just hoping that the new version of Breath of the Wild is just like some graphical, silly, kind of fun things. I'm looking for a shrine. Oh, wait. Oh, but this is what I was really looking for. An ingredient. Oh, no. Considered a rarity. Durians! Literally one of the best foods in the game. The king of the fruits. We're trying to be the king of the wild, so this will be the best way to do it. It's like one of the only materials we have to work with for food. Oh, I can't climb. Oh. Of course I dropped all my axes. I'm a good planner. But there is literally like 2 per tree. And there are 5 trees. Ooh. And, oh, come on, I'm so bad at this. Ooh. Take and take. Each of these is a full restore. Plus some extra hearts. Oh no. Not the best tree climber, I guess. I deserve these though. Literally 10 of them. So, yeah, 10 full restores. Plus, like a few temporaries on top of that. As soon as we get a cook. It'll be so nice. You won't have to see Blinking Link for much longer. And I am a fan of that. I know it's not the happiest sight. Oh yeah, and the ore deposits everywhere. Actually get stuff. No, no. A fail. It's nice that they're everywhere in Breath of the Wild. Although I do like how Tears handles it, just leaving it to like the caves and the Goron area. Because I do like a lot of like regional exclusive materials, because it makes every region feel more distinct. So that is a change I like, but for the sake of convenience, this is good for now. Yay. I'm sure nothing interesting happens here. Not at all. Oh, my hearts! Wait, why is it cold? Why is it cold? Why is it... Oh, right. We're on top of a mountain. Oh. But, you know what? There is something we can technically nab. Forgot about this one. Where'd you go? Here you go. It's ancient brittle, which is funny because I don't plan on getting a horse since they all carried over, but this is exclusive. I wonder if allowing a horse that's fully guardian will count. I never really thought about that, because then is it really a horse you can do? I feel like allowing a horse with the guardian equipment is okay, but only that because it's like, you know, you can't have that in Tears. But I haven't thought about that one. That's like the one I really haven't. You know what? I could look in the game's files to see if there's like a specific horse type that doesn't appear in Tears of the Kingdom. Because there is like a bunch of different horses technically that all have like a code name. So I can look at a list, maybe like a data mine, to see if there's specific types of horses that don't appear. And those ones we can take. Let's be specific about it. Why not? Maybe we'll learn something cool too. Boop. Of course, that reappears. Let's go get the shrine. I want my restore. I get whistle sprints. If they patch out whistle sprints, it'll be very sad. Oh, no flower trails. Sorry. Those reappear. Oh, that leads like right to the durian patch. I forgot about that. The highest up little farm is such a good one. But where's this shrine? What? The shrine was here, right? I'm not going crazy. Because the which one is that? The Breath of the Tears of the Kingdom one's on the apple patch. It's just such a big mountain. What can I do? So what's the moon phase? I don't know. It was cloudy. Hopefully it wasn't the moon phase that Satori glows. I missed it. Because if you're on Satori Mountain, it can't glow green while you're on it. It's like a hidden logic thing. So you'll never be able to be on the mountain and it turns green around you. That's just like an impossibility in this game. I really thought the shrine was up here. Maybe I'm going crazy. Oh! Did I pass it? Who knows? The shrine. Might as well get one. Well, this is mainly for the warp and the restore. Because if Satori does glow green, we have the warp. If only I had a wind bomb. We do have a wind bomb. Game over suck, but I feel like what you can get out of them is greater. $20 deaths. We're making it the death counter an even number. Because why not make this evenly full? I should have seen that coming. It was only a chance of failing. Oh, I didn't take a heart there of damage. Interesting. Do it again. Womp. Maybe it could work. Like a perfectly angled one would get us there. Also, there wasn't a guarantee the last one would have killed us. Because I think if you took damage soon before the fall doesn't take a heart. Oh, this is good. This is good. Oh, wait, this one reset our life to... Oh, right, because you have to die to get that 3 heart bonus. Okay. Well, 21's a nice number too, right? Trust me, you do some weird strategies to get through the early game. Also, yeah, the weapon counter being really high for 86. There's a lot of like variants of weapons. Like there's Boko Club, there's Spike Boko Club, Dragon Mode Boko Club. So there's a lot of those, but it still is a lot. Almost 100 is still kind of crazy. And lift off. Why? Even the positioning changed, but we just hit the same spot. Also, I believe the death counter's right. Yeah, we died twice. Okay. And we were at 19. Okay, I'm not gonna hit the same. Let's turn slight. Watch it. Or let's just go on this one. This is not something I'm supposed to fail as many times. This is supposed to be done by now. I hate this. Oh, cool. Not cool. Wait. That was like a controlled setup? Wait, I got this. This would be cool if I pull... How do I turn? I'm being pushed around, bullied practically. Damn it. This is gonna feel so cool to pull off. I did not pull it off. Okay, I like minimal time. I can do this. It's like being stupid. Whew, how did I have to try it once more though. It's not over yet. We'll just do that. So dumb. So dumb. I hate that so much. And then watch. Whee! Okay. Yeah. At this point, doing the shrine itself could have been very handy, couldn't it have? But I guess not. Yeah, this one I can do normally. I fully just figured it would be super quick to do a wind bomb, and look how wrong I am. What the? Like... Wait, I got this, though. I got this. I got it. Something about this specific combination isn't letting me pop my bomb. Please just pop the bomb. Pop the bomb. I think this platform is like the weirdest platform in the game. Okay, that one worked. Oh, I don't know. It's like the muscle memory is escaping my little noggin. Oh, what the? Wait, that worked? Wait, how about a... And let's go. I had the essence of the idea, and oh, look at that! It's being so generous. We do a very high wind bomb, and that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Oh, we almost were... I know we can enter through the side. You know what? I consider that just good enough. Awesome. Oh, I'm hasty now. Oh, it's a push door. I'm one of those idiots, huh? Trying to whip away. Me mad storming out of the room. Tries to push the door open, hits it, has to pull it. That in reverse. Woo, we did it. We don't have to blink anymore. And we don't have to die either. That's good. I saved so much time. You just showed up and first thing you see is me die. Thank you, NBC. Also, hello. It's like, wow, we're playing this game. And it just, Breath of the Wild HD got announced. It's funny because it broke the 10-year curse too. Like, there's so many Zelda games that like 10 years after launch. Only a few of them, but they got like their full HD version after a decade. Like, Wind Waker came out in 2002, 3-ish. HD version came out 10 years later. Twilight Princess came out in 2006. HD came out in 2016. So I always made a joke that Breath of the Wild, if it got like an enhanced edition, it would come out in 2027 because this game came out in 2017. But we got our enhanced edition 2 years early. And Tears, we got it 8 years early. 8 plus 2 is 10. So they did a combined thing. Okay. It all makes sense, totally. But it's fine. You know, only needed a little update. This game is a masterpiece. Okay, well that's all I really gotta do here, I think. Yeah. Crows. That's a lot of crows. It resembles death because there's so many skeletons here. Oh, wait a second. I just realized something. It'd be nice to cook it as soon as possible, these durians. I'm like, where could a cooking pot be? And it's kind of surprising, but there's actually 2 here. Because there was a person who used to live in this mountain. So there's kind of some remnants of that. Where they are, I have a loose idea. I like loosely remember a lot of things. Which is pretty good. Wind bomb. That's pathetic. Okay, guess we're blinking again. Ah, but a camp. That's not a campfire. My memory served me wrong. What's in the chest? Money's okay. Money's like the one thing we're allowing because it's money. Even if I picked it up, I couldn't drop it. But I can only buy things that are exclusive to this game. So. Rupees are allowed, same with stamina wheels and heart containers. Because it's just so set in to like the logic of this game. They're not like normal items, they're very much like their own like currency or like you take up like the top row things. They exist outside the inventory. So expanding the hearts, expanding that. There we go. If it exists outside the inventory, then it's fair game. Okay, well, I got a few more seconds until my patience runs out of me blinking. So we're gonna quickly go to that cooking pot that I know exists. We haven't seen like 1 ounce of combat yet, which is fine. It's not about the fighting, but we'll have that potential soon. That tree is, it's a bit uprooted, but I didn't notice a thing. Ah, in between this rock spire, there's our cooking pot. And an amber. And that is a forest weapon we can't have. A spear. That was not fitting in that chest. What do you mean? But I got to light the fire and... Oh, so convenient. I used all my fire arrows on a Lionel. Well. Let's be careful now. At least that's emergency fire. There was nothing else nearby. Thank you, Great Plateau, bomb arrow chest. Oh, can't use those. And with that, well, you only need the 1 at a time strategy. There's a reason why this food was removed in the upheaval. It's too good. 5 temporary hearts. And although hearty simmered fruit, along with all recipes, are technically returned in Tears of the Kingdom, I'm counting this because the recipe that goes into it is different. You can't get a hearty simmered fruit with this recipe. Because without that, then it's like you're not utilizing the potential of that. There's always a verbal loophole to get your loot hole. Oh, yeah, it's +4. Just last one critical. There's no reason to sit through the song. Link doesn't do his little hums in this game. That's a cool Tears exclusive. Yummy. There we go. I'll keep the 5. I'll just eat one now. More than doubles. Doing awesome. There we go. Oh yeah, there's also new Tears of the Kingdom amiibo of the 4 new sages. Like, actually a Sidon amiibo now, which is so cool. And the cool thing about new amiibos coming out is it literally embellishes one challenge run that you can always replay with my rule set, and it gets different the more amiibos come out, which is the amiibo only run. Because I use one of each Zelda amiibo scan, and technically as they keep adding Zelda amiibos, it adds a bit more options. So that's kind of cool. I think there's now like, I think we could be up to like 30 Zelda amiibos, which is kind of cool. I'm very excited for that. And we're getting a Minoru amiibo at some later point. So 5 new amiibos got announced. 4 coming out soon, 1 coming out later. Yeah, Link does hum, just not special songs. And there we go. Top of the 1 I ate. This is gonna be our cooked food for the run. But yeah, we want to have fairies, so this is our mitigation. Until we get Mifa, which will be very nice. And I like that. Oh, we had a fire rod. Wow. Sorry, I was a bit overkill. You can live. Damn. We wanted 2 options and we picked the worst one. Murder. Get it? I can't eat anyways. Well, now we just gotta go here. Tower. Gradually making branches across the world. But Kakariko, weapon slots, Impa, so necessary. Third amiibo run. We can do so many amiibo runs. I haven't even done a Tears one yet, but I feel like with more Tears stuff, even if the Mineral one has exclusive things to Tears, it could be more of a reason to. Because I've always felt like there just wasn't enough loot to get through the bosses with the pass selection. But this might be the tipping point. Imagine just hurling a ball and it hits those platforms. So there's a despawn range. That's valid. Alright. Oh no! My height! I can't guarantee perfection. That's okay, we can't go super far with only 1 stamina anyways. And lift off. A little basic. But we stop at tall points. Just like you. Thank you. What are you? Probably a weapon we can't have, but... There's our fire. Okay. A messed up wind bomb. These are the good things. There is fortune in failure. Not much that one, though. Guess we take the walking route. Hello, Rushroom. I love the Rushroom area. I don't know why. Just a bunch of Rushrooms. Oh. Hi. Can't fool me. And pop. Okay, I'm placing the second bomb too early. That is something that will do it. Oh, I see a square. Lucky C. Yeah, we have to distance a bit. There we go. Not the pole. Okay, thank you. Could have been so awkward. Go here. Again. The shrine could be good. We don't need the restore yet, though. But we can just save it for later when we do need one. Because between that and the durians. Also, there's a floating platform right there. That's such a wild location for one. I guess he's supposed to climb the pole and then... Oh. Well, that's cute. This is funnier. Oh, there we go. The fire had to think about it. He's like, physics takes thought. Oh, it's just a chest. What do you know? A long throw sledgehammer? Wait, that's gonna be fun for mining, actually. Yeah, executive decision that this is low durability. Yes, it only has 40. Can't tell if it's close to low, only if it is. Okay. Well, thing about this. Long throw is not nearly as good as it is in tiers. Yeah. Sadly, it's not tiers long throw. But you can still do cool stuff like that. Oh. Oh my god. I just said the word tiers and I thought about tiers items. Yeah. Not too shabby. But tiers, like, massively buffed it. There's only one cool item in this game with long throw, and that isn't it. Which is a hell of a sentence, because I used to go on a big tirade against long throw, and then Tears came out and severely buffed it, and I wound up loving it. We'll eventually get the ultimate long throw weapon, which is even better than any of the long throw weapons in Tears. Oh wait, the bridge. Oh my god. Yeah, the bridge you can't jump off. This guy was inspired by a real guy who talked people off of bridge jumping. That's not in Tears, I don't think. He's just like, you can handle it now. If you saved Hyrule once, you can jump off as many bridges as you want. But it was a nice thought. So thank you. It's a cute fire. Oh, a cooking pot. It's like I gotta check all the chests, you know? Long throw. Actually, I was concerned about my aim, but it worked out. There we go. Me trying to make long throw viable in this game. Guess that's the luck of it. Thank you, Sirlink, for the 2. Have you played second one recently? They added more stuff. I haven't played it since we did it a couple years ago. So maybe I'll have to check it out at some future point. 'Cause that was a lot of fun. A nice Breath of the Wild expansion before, you know, we got Tears of the Kingdom. So it's like the only sort of like normal base game expansion we kind of had. It was really, really cool. Okay. Gotta open all chests. I don't know what you are. It's cool how you can get like the more garden stuff. Because Tears caps at 10 for everything. But we're not counting that as an exclusive thing. Because that would be like all weapons then. But it's cool. You can get like really high guard like shields and whatnot in this game. That in itself is a really good modifier. Wait. I want to see its stats really quick. I have a little thing in the description. The max modifier ranges, because yeah, unlike Tears of the Kingdom, where the modifier is between like 1 and 10. Breath of the Wild, they're all variant and it varies based on each weapon type, or each just weapon rather. And we got to go to shields. So some are better for certain categories than others. This is just curiosity, but okay. So soldier shield with a yellow bonus is anywhere from 13 to 23 at random. So 18 is like right in the middle there. So pretty good modifier. I'm just not used to seeing the high number of modifiers. But I apologize. Not in this run. Not in this run. Wait. Now I don't want to take any more weapons till we have stock. Sorry. What are you? A lizard. I can't have you either. I know it's a shame. But the tower's what we want to get. And if I have one good wind bomb, I could make it to the top of there. I have 2 wind bombs potentially. I just want to secure high point because we might have to use both the wind bombs in one go. But hell, I could fail it, so. Sorry, we're in that inventory slog right now. That's just how it is. Oh. Wait a second. Is that what I think it is? It's a 3 tree. It's a 3 tree with the apples. This tree has a lot more apples than the other. So we gotta make them symmetrical. Luckily, it's very simple. If you know the strategy. Just freeze that one in place. Forcibly make the rest fall. Requires a bit more destruction. But the results make it worth it. That is why humanity's doomed. If destroying the tree makes the puzzle easier, we destroy the tree. Not very nature friendly, but nature fun. Okay, the pillar. There's nothing on. Oh, there we go. It just had to think. Oop, that was okay. 1, 2. We'll make this work. I love these Zonai pillars. Before we knew what the Zonai was, they're just everywhere, mysteriously. And then the new Hyrule Warriors game, there's gonna be Zonai stuff everywhere. It'll be wild. More money. Well, I don't do it for the money. I'm in it for the ride. Somehow very perfect. And I appreciate that. Look at us. Just one wind bomb, huh? Pretty much. Pretty much. Very awesome. Cool. Now we have that warp too. Love these scenes. I'm gonna try to get all the towers. They're just the most straightforward one, so I don't mind mitigating the whole climb segment here. I think it's like the only tower in the game that's just kind of a basic climb. But it makes sense, because your first tower on the plateau, you don't climb that one, it just rises. So your second theoretical tower, it's your first one you just kind of climb normally. And then the other ones are surrounded by like cool base camps or little situations. Usually some sort of base camp though. Usually kind of combat focused. So I guess that's why I like wide tiers. Sometimes there's like little puzzles out of them. Or have like a cave you have to go through, or a quest. Some combat ones though. Tiers has a nice variety with its towers. These ones are a bit more straightforward, and this game's a bit more straightforward, so I think that's okay. Okay, I'd like to get on top of the dueling peaks though, which is a big ask. And there. And, oh, leg stop. That like has not happened to me ever. In a long time. But if you just suddenly cut out a wind bomb, it's just the leg kind of preventing you, because it's like wind bombs aren't intended, so once in a while you're gonna pull one off and it's like, wait, you shouldn't do that. Sometimes there's some weird factors behind it. It could just be like, for one, like any bit of leg in the game. Two, sometimes it's based on like the cardinal directions. I know it's like some specific angles confuses the game of like how the bomb hits you. So those are all things to keep in mind. Also, you hate the tower in Ridgeline with the water and the Lizalfos, Wizrobes. That is the worst one, I think, objectively. Because unless you're just Rivali scaling it, which by that point in the game you may not have it yet, because you kind of have to go past that tower to go there. Yeah, you just have to perfectly cryonis your way over. There's Lizzles, there's a bunch of shock stuff. Water, of course. So yeah, it's difficult. But, oh well. And plus, yeah, anything with like Wizrobes where you have to like get past, not the most fun, because Wizrobes definitely aren't the most fun enemies to fight in the game. Ooh. Wait, is that luminous? An exposed rock. I rarely see one with an exposed rock. Okay, but that... There's an unfortunate thing here. For whatever reason, they forgot to code the hammer buff into the luminous taluses. So it's not doing bonus damage. It's gonna take forever to fight him. Lucky. Yeah. I'm not indulging in that fight. It'll take forever. Just to knock him back. Good. Okay, Kakariko's there. I do just want to get the shrine up here, though. Was that a mistaken coding? It was. Like, just a very blatant mistaken coding. Because that's not a problem in tiers. Again, very minor coding mistakes, because the game's very polished, but that's one of them. I think one of the other types might be bugged like that, too. I just know for sure the normals and the rares work fine. I'm pretty sure the elementals work fine, too. Just can't confirm. But luminous don't work with the hammer buff. Which, mind you, is the strongest for this one because it's 4 times. It's 2 times for the other Goron ones, but none for the drill shaft. Drill shaft does not get a hammer buff, sadly, for the Taluses. But yeah, in tiers, they just changed it so any hammer 2-handed weapon does 50% more. Any hammer spear or one-handed does 25% more. Because if it did any more, that'll just be crazy overpowered. That's already a good buff for that game. This one's only 4 times because it's weak otherwise, and there's only one variant of it. So that makes sense. Okay, I was gonna try another wind bomb, but obviously that's not. Oh well. But the only other like weird mistake I can think of is they didn't give wooden chests like the axe breaking property. Like, you know, I use an axe on, I don't have an axe to show, but if you use an axe on a tree, it does a lot more damage than like any other like cutty sword would. Because that's intentional. There's like a multiplier to like wooden things, but that multiplier doesn't count for wooden chests, which I'm kind of a feral person who will just smack open a wooden chest with whatever I have because it's more fun than opening, in my opinion, just because it's kind of silly. But in this game, yeah, you can use a hammer to break it open instantly, but an axe type weapon does not. It just does the normal damage, so it takes so many hits. But yeah, in Tears of the Kingdom, that's fixed, so any axe weapon will actually like break the chest. Oh, and did we find it? Yes, the dueling shrine. I think this is a good one to get. It's up high, so the warp is very nice for next few points. What do we got? Twin memories. Oh, right, because dueling peaks, these shrines share a connection. Their memory, the answer to the other's question. And commit to memory before you start, lest a failure, you will depart. Which this one's cool, because it's... I feel like one of the shrines that takes advantage of the Switch's capture mechanic. Because you have to memorize this orb order, and then put it into the partner shrine. So, like that. The only problem is you can't solve this shrine without knowing the other part. But nice thing about a subsequent playthrough is you kind of make sure to remember little things, so you don't have that problem. And I'm gonna be fully honest, I have this one memorized for this exact reason. Whoop. Close. Here. Just moving them all around. I know what I'm doing, actually. Hop over that. Not that one, but voila. The perks of playing a game a few million times, at least. But wait, let me just go to the top really quick. Yep, just all in the right place. And I have a really weird way of remembering this shrine. Since there's like one per vertical row, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I remember it like a song. Like if the first one is like the first note, like horizontally first note, second, third, fourth, fifth of like a major scale, and then reads left to right, it's like da na 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 na. And I literally translate it to a melody, and that's how I remember this puzzle. So again, left to right, down to up are notes of a major scale, so da na 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 na. So da na 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 na. And that 5-note melody literally makes me remember it every time. So yeah, that's why I have it memorized. I can't really do that with the other one because if you notice, it doesn't have that pattern. It's kind of an odd shape and doesn't utilize all the vertical rows. So I just make sure to remember this one and go here first, because likely you'll go to the lower one first. So that's my strategy. It's kind of neat. Yeah, sometimes I think in musical terms, and it actually kind of helps for things. Easier to remember a song than a collection of random orbs. No, I'm just trying to find the chest. I actually don't know. Is it just... Oh, they were awful for that. One of the few times you just kind of hide a chest. Oh. Serpentine Spear! Sheikah Spear! These are so cool. Yeah. There was a lot of Sheikah weapons in Tears, but they kind of removed this one. It's Serpent-like. It's kind of cool. Damn, that is a problem though, isn't it? We could kind of keep this as like a banked weapon really quick. I don't do this very often. But I'm sorry, we're trying to actually utilize the exclusives. So that's gonna be like one of the few times I leave it back intentionally to come back. There we go. Let's do the partner shrine now. It's another free orb. Thank you, Sir Link, for the 10. Hey, theorists, Nintendo officially wrote on their page that Age of Imprisonment is canonical. Yeah. Find this interesting because when Age of Calamity was announced, they never made any claims. That's true. I think, well, they never announced it as canonical because it's not. You can make an argument that it's canonical to its own timeline, but that goes with like anything, right? I think when they specifically state canonical, they mean it's canonical to the story it's contingent off of, which is cool because yeah, Age of Calamity was kind of a fan fiction because it's more about an alternate take of the Great Calamity. But but it's still painted enough of an essence to be like you're kind of experiencing it, just in like a remixed way. I personally love the idea that it is a canonical take on the tale, because unlike Age of Calamity, where we know a lot more details going in, kind of, this is like, there could have been a whole fleshed out story here. It just told you the most important bits that embellished Zelda's character and Ganondorf's conquest, and how the complementing characters aided to that journey. How Rauru kind of had a bit of duality push with Ganondorf, how Sonia and Rauru both were very complementing characters to Zelda. So they could embellish things in ways that we are just totally surprised on, and I'm very excited to see that. I feel like I was more raw excited to see Age of Calamity, because like in that game, it's like, oh, it'd be really cool to see the, you know, the path forward. But in this game, I'm not super like blatantly, I was never excited to see what happened in like the Prisoner War, but now that they're embellishing on it, I'm intrigued. So I'm more intrigued than I was for Age of Calamity, but Age of Calamity just had the raw excitement. But either way, it's gonna be awesome. Woo! Oh, that. Basically a setback, but it happens. Yeah. No, sorry, I think that's cool. I had to think about that. As much as we're doing a challenge run, this is kind of a big day for Zelda news, so I'm like, whoa. But yeah, I feel like if they really added, you know, its own embellished story, it would be cool, which they will have to. I guess the final thing I can say about it is Age of Calamity was super hype when it got announced, because like, even from their small screen time in Breath of the Wild, it was super exciting to know we're gonna see more of the champions, like, and they're actually like prevalent state, not just the spirits and the memories of them. But for this new game, obviously we're gonna be seeing a lot more of like the sages and everything, the ones that wear the masks, which were definitely more so just characters to deliver the plot, and that's it. They're very just meant for their purpose, less for their individuality. But I feel like this game might actually like give them character, you know? So they could really do a lot. There's a good template to work with, a really good one. That could have been awful. I don't know what to do, honestly. Maybe I should have climbed there and then wind bopped off that. If I was smart, I would have done that. I'm sorry, this might just be a boring climb up till that next ledge, which I do see. Also, thank you for the 2, Sir Link. Really like Age of Calamity, it fleshed out the characters. I do too. I think that's the best part about it. It's like, although some of the plot elements were like, I guess a little fanfiction-y, like, obviously not true to what happened with the final result. But in terms of like what the characters went through, like that's very in tune to what they actually went through, which is cool, and just a lot more. And fun characters are fun, so. I might be able to BS this. BS it. Yeah, now the wind's gonna make that hard. Honestly, this is a much more valid strategy. You should probably climb up here first. Also, today I did miss a donation. I'm so sorry. I was doing Age of Calamity discussion, right? Thank you, Paladin Football, for the 2. Do I like the digital cartridges? I think that's really cool because I like the way physical games operate, because it's like, yeah, you can like share them with your friends. I've done that before. Like, here, try out this game. I have a cartridge. So why shouldn't digital games have that same privilege? Because a company like, well, most companies will not prioritize digital, because when you do that, most of the sales go to them, because they don't have to share it with a third-party retailer like Target or Amazon who sells the game. Plus, it's less like plastic waste by like a little bit. So because of that, why don't they give you the advantages of the physical cartridge then too? So that's what makes it nice. I'm still figuring this out, I'm sorry, but I will. So yes, I very much like the idea, and I think it's good, because Not only is it financially better for the company, which is obviously just their thing, but it's more consumer friendly because with a digital cartridge, you know, it's like, I mean, it's always nice to have a physical product, but like, I'm not very materialistic like that. I just like, I'm gonna pay the set price for the game and it'll be more convenient for me to play it. I don't have to like have a bunch of cartridge storage. If I want to share with a friend, I can just do it remotely, which is kind of cool. At least I think it's remote. I don't know. I'm definitely a much bigger fan than the current system. Also, I'm so sorry for that. It took a while to get up. And just to make sure, okay, we're gonna save here. Okay. So we're above the shrine now. Yep, all above the shrine. This will be our opportunity. It has to work. The wind is in our favor too. And voila! Woo. Actually, yes. That was a close one. Okay. We're so close to Hestu now. Oh, hello, offers. Silly guys. Oh, wouldn't have been silly. Take arrow cause funny. Funny good. We're doing Beating Breath of the Wild series for like 6 years now. It has been fun. Well, I think the first one was, it's almost been 5 years actually, so pretty close. Because I started in like 2020, so later 2020. A great journey for sure. Okay, which way is the looking point? It's here, which means I like vaguely remember a bit actually, so we'll just start with that. Okay. My goal wasn't to memorize it. I used the capture software to go and then 2-5 4-2-5. That makes sense in my head, and that's all that matters. 4-5 is the final one. Here, this is less work. You got it. Always believed in you. Okay, let's see what's in this other chest. Alright, you can actually stasis the platforms. If you're like a bit far away from it, you're trying to make your ride. Like, oh no, snap, run, buy yourself some extra time. It's kind of cool. Let's see what's here. Perfect. Eightful, okay. More Sheikah stuff here, but this one returns in tears. Crying. Such a good one, too. But yeah. Thank you, Paladin Football, for the 5. Why is the drill shaft goated? Well, because it's a shaft that drills. And it has all the power. It's like a hammer spear. That wasn't a thing before in Tears of the Kingdom, besides the drill shaft. You could throw it around, break crates very easily, and ore deposits. Especially if it's a long throw. A lot more precise than how the hammer would be. And it's just awesome. It looks cool. And it's sad that it's removed. And it feels unique. It's like out of all the removed Tears of the Kingdom regional weapons, it made sense for the middle tier of the regionals, like the middle tier scimitar or middle tier Zoro weapons. Because there was like similar types of the lesser and higher quality. But the drill shaft, it was a totally unique weapon. There was no other Goron spears, but they just removed it. There's no reason why the drill shaft should have been removed. It's kind of sad. Yeah, and a one-shot's a lot of things, so. But yeah, I'm not sure if the edge of dualities scale into the, or the Eightfold Long Blades scale into the edge of dualities. I thought they were their own thing, but I guess we'll see. Whoa. Okay, beautiful view. And skeleton. Guess it's not early and it's not late enough. 405 skeletons. Interrupting my morning? Why would you do that? It's beautiful, unlike you. No fall damage. Okay. I'm trying to pick up your head. No. Let me pick up. Think. Oh wait, yeah. Give me. Dummy. That kick! Why'd he go launching? I'm just trying to bully you. Thinking I'm a cartoon villain. How far will you go? I can't even see it. Oh, there we go. A hefty bonk. Oh wait, but this... Oh, this is a good puzzle. Another really unique Korok in this game. You see a bunch of boulders. You see 2 casually placed trees. I don't know about you, but I think this is a pretty clear route. There's a whole path of flowers too. Please turn in. Please turn in. You got this. It's perfect. A little imperfect, and then on this beautiful morning. That was a beautiful puzzle. It legitimately has its own path too. Again, just a great example of how Breath of the Wild's world is meant to complement its puzzles. And there's a lot of just like leftover DNA of that in Tears, but not utilized the same. Which, you know, it's what you'd expect from a remixed world, but still. There we go. Just cause silly. And then bonk. Actually good at all ambers. Oops, all ambers. Like. So the scaling thing. Yeah, I guess we'll see for sure. I think I have a... Do I have a scaling list here? One second. I don't think so. I'll have to look through my resources to make sure if it scales into that or not. Anyways, let's just go here. We're gonna take the long route into Kakariko. It'll be worth it. Thank you, Sterling, for the 2. Do I want underwater exploration in Zelda back? It really depends on the game. If it's too big of a open world, the reason why they don't have underwater stuff here is because like they don't want you to check under every single river and ocean because there's already just a full, you know, 1-layer map. Like if you have like secrets like Koroks and stuff, then adding a water layer just like encourages you to swim in every river and dive into it. Which if they weren't planning on putting content there, then like why have an underwater mechanic? But I feel like in a new game, if it just has more of a water focus, that would be really cool. So I think it could be awesome. Again, Tears of the Kingdom add a lot of 3-dimensionality with the sky and the depths. So water is a cool layer that they could do next. Because it's like, yeah, another way to add depth. But having cool mechanics that aren't just like basic swimming. That's like the main priority. If it just says basic swimming and diving, that wouldn't be very fun. There has to be interesting things going on. Like fast swimming, like Zora stuff, you know? Which has been done before. Oh boy, that is a long detection range. How we end up here? Well, good time to save. Guardian with the silver shield. Perfect. Oh, that time we got the leg. I'm saving it for later, but all right. You regen that back. Legs come at the end. In the eye. It's quite scrumptious. Woo! That wasn't scrumptious. We need a redo on that. I didn't want to get the leg early. Because you'll just regen them if you just get one at a time. Okay. But hey, free life restore, yay! Perfect. At least he's not double firing. Let's not get too toasty here. Oh, perfect. And then instead of a third one, go for the legs. 100 damage each with a 10 damage weapon. Pick up all that stuff. And the health bar. Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead. Now you're dead though, right? Yep. Got them all, I think. Extra parts. They're all their own drop tables plus this stuff. So you get a lot of parts from that. And I'm so glad because of it. Yeah. Literally 10-folding the damage on this thing if it's against legs. Because it one-shots. Oh, that's a Korok. We can't do repeat puzzles from tiers. My weird little requirement. We gotta go switch shirt. I like switch shirt. It's pretty silly. I just didn't want to break that specifically. Oh, another guardian. I kind of forgot about this, but we're saving after every one. Hello. No challenge for me. I've done the guardian run and every other run. Just freeze on the explosion. Sorry, too cool. Okay. Now you die, but do it quick. Because if he starts backing up... Oh, crap. Stop regenning. He didn't see me. That's good. Whoop. There we go. A little twisty. Too much fun to bully guardians. Oh, and then get a free one. You only need 5 if you're quick enough. But the extra 2 parts are nice. And the core. It's honestly so handy. Oh, you see a 3-tree thing there. Yeah. I kind of forgot there were guardians here. But it's kind of cool because like the last place he will be going east. Because there's 4 Hateno and no guardians made it past that point. So, for lore reasons, it kind of makes sense. Or admiring their last stretch of land they conquer before their defeat over the hill. Ooh. You know what we gotta do. Whoop. Icky. 3 banana gems. I feel bad for calling that icky, because that is an awesome drop. Like, 3 banana gems. It pained me to say that. That is, like, too good. Oh, yeah. I can't dupe anything in this run even if I wanted to. Because you need multi-shot bows to dupe in this game. Which I don't think I've duplicated before. Maybe once to try it out. But I have used durability transfer to add the spring-loaded hammer durability on like other weapons and shields and whatnot. Or I think the Hylian shield durability is the best. But yeah, I would give it to like some of the weapons with modifiers you can only get once because they come in special chests. When having good luck is bad, I know. The weird joys about challenge running. But the more moments you have like that, it just encourages you to play the game more in the long run. Okay, I got this weird silly thing on my back. Ah, 3-tree. Again, we're just gonna do the same exact thing. Blow up. Just that one though. Easy. Too good. Yeah, so these are all unique ones. Just happens to be a lot of this specifically. There was a lot of those. And then we go boop, boop, and voila. That was bad. Oh, wait. That's... Wait, I know what you are. It's gonna seem so random right now, but... Wait. I know what I'm doing. Trust me, faith, and all those good things. Like that. Does it not count there? Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong one here. I'm thinking about the wrong one. It's you, isn't it? Yep. I know what you are. Yep. Shoot the eye. For the Koroks seed. Such a crafty one. First try. Yeah, interesting. That didn't have to work on the first try, but I'm just kind of glad it did. And then like that. Are you serious? Whatever, that's the least bit detrimental. You know, let's not win bomb so we just don't blink. That's a good strategy, isn't it? Hello, Kakariko. Again, I love all the change in the tiers towns. There's something about this one being so much more serene. It's nice. But the point of tiers towns is change, so I think that's okay too. Chicken. Okay. So more and more points to stock up. It's really awesome. But you know, while we're here, we can just we should talk to Impa soon. Let's do the shrine really quick. Also, thank you, ePointer, for the remembership. I appreciate it. After this, we'll get Hestu for sure, because Hestu helps with the slots. And we'll be getting or unlocking a bunch of Yiga stuff soon, so that'll be cool. Okay, this is the training shrine. I don't think I can take these. I'm gonna make sure though. Cool Sheikah weapon. Okay, that's definitely a shield, so we're gonna skip on that because it's not a shield we can have. So do I keep missing super chats? I'm so sorry. Usually I'm much better at this. Thank you, Michael Duke, for the 5. Hopefully there's a Switch 2 shirt and the Switch 2 port of Breath of the Wild. That could be one silly thing that they change, honestly. But, you know, it still is like the base Switch, so we'll keep it for that. Or they might add like a goofball thing like in Tears for that, honestly. But thank you for the 5. I'm so sorry. I guess today's been a long day. Not in like a bad way, just like objectively, we streamed like 12 hours ago, early in the morning, the direct. And there's just a lot to talk about, and yeah. Again, sorry about that, but make sure to get to it eventually. Thank you. Thank you, Sirling, for the 5. Nintendo didn't mention if the new Joy-Cons will have that wonderful drift we cherish. Wouldn't it just be joyous? I think it would. But hey, they could be good this time. What if I just hit him? Oh. It doesn't take durability though. It's got that blue spark. I can just... Wait. Whoa. It has the blue spark, but it takes durability? Unless the blue spark thing was just there in Tears of the Kingdom. But it's like the first instance I remember seeing that the blue spark takes durability. Unless it was more common in Breath of the Wild. I just haven't played it in a while. I'm so cooked. There we go. Shame. Do a backflip. Been a long day, a long and fun day. I guess you don't need a weapon to do that, do you? All right, it makes you do it. I think it'll make you do a hit. Let's see. It will. Okay. Just one though. Thank you, Sterling, for the 5. Yeah, they can't explicitly state they had a defect, but they could have said this time, all joy, no con. Sorry, that's just too creative. Like, that is a gold mine level phrase. So, that's actually pretty good though. I get why they couldn't admit their own fault, but yeah. Thank you, Paladin Football, for the 2. We'll have to rebuy the DLC for Switch. Or will we? I don't know. It would be very dumb. I feel like that'll transfer over. They'll face a lot of backlash if they didn't. Okay. Ooh, this one we're charge attacking. I think that counts for any charge attack. Quick spins though are cool. Guardian Sword. I'm assuming that counts for 2-handeds too. But it's like the one charge attack you can do that's not a charged one. We'll just say it's a strong attack. A spin attack. Yeah. Well, all I can say is I know just about as much as everyone else when it comes to the new stuff. But I say that with the but because they did release more info after that direct. There was like a there's like a 10-minute video on Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild 2, like the little changes that they released just through their YouTube channel. So it didn't all make the cut because it's all just kind of minor things that you know, they want to keep the presentation diverse and not just about it. But there is some things, so make sure to check that out on their channel. Nintendo's. No, 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 no. No. Okay. And then we go here. All right. Imagine no wind bomb in Breath of the Wild 2. If they patch out all the cool stuff, it's honestly not worth playing in my opinion. It's not worth a slight graphical update. But if they understand the integrity of the game, they will keep the glitches. Like, it gives a character. It's important. There we go. I guess backwards compatibility, yeah, there'll be the DLC should work then. Because yeah, you're just paying for a slight enhancement of this game. So yeah. Also, thank you for reminding me to do something very important here. Before we talk to Impa really quick. Sorry, there are priorities. Very important priority. Because of course, it's the start of it all. The bridge apple. The center of life itself. And it's the first game, so there's 1 apple. In Tears of the Kingdom, there's 2. So, I love that little Easter egg. It's not a Korok puzzle or anything. It's just an apple. And I love that. Hey, might as well trade stuff in. For getting around, perfect enough for 2. There we go. And this goes outside the inventory, so it doesn't count in the run. If you want the technical explanation. Here's a 1. Do the second time. Cut off the little animation. We love quality of life. It's so handy. And great. And then, yeah, it exists outside the inventory space. Stamina, hearts, money. That's our workaround. Oh. What was that? A curse? Interesting. Oh, so look at that drawing. It's perfect. Add some colors to just mess it up, you know? You're the genius here. You could talk to those guards. Boy, is that slow. The alternative? You want to avoid talking to the guards for no reason whatsoever. You always do cool stuff like this. A little bit of parkour. Perfect. Break in, almost complete. I don't think we can go past her, though. Nope. We can avoid the first dialogue. A man. There is mans right in front of you, too. A Sheikah slate. Pew. Okay. Well, Impa's cool. Because, you know what? I'd love to unlock some cool things. In a bit of my memory. Mostly some cool things, though.
You're finally awake.
I am. Perchance.
It has been quite a long
Well, I feel like in a run like this, watching the cutscenes is kind of fun. Because it's very much a Breath of the Wild appreciation run.
You remember me.
This one's kind of a background cutscene, though. But I like the tapestries and everything. In my Switch shirt. Or like, what have you learned since you've been gone? Do you lack the light of familiarity? Soulless Link eyes. At least there's like, I guess a canonical reason why he's the least expressionless in this game. One, like being amnesiac, like, you know. I feel like in some ways being amnesiac, like, will make you more reactive to the world. But that'll only be in a fantasy setting, I don't know. It's more so because his like stoicism and he's very dutiful in this game. So that's why it always made sense that he was more reserved. Kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed. Bye-bye. I forgot what all new stuff you learned from this one compared to the King's cutscene. It's kind of just an embellishment on that, but more so about the 10,000 Year War, I think. Yeah, I can't learn everything without my memories. Some of it's personal. Prepared to risk your life for the greater good. Tend as ever to charge forward with only courage and justice. Once a hero, always a hero. Hero loses his memories, still a hero. Okay, so I think this one's about the 10,000 Year War, if I remember correctly. Yep, okay. So the King's was about the 100 year. It's such a cool reveal the first time I saw it with the King, though. It's like, everything makes sense, but it's crazy because you see so many essences of like, what's the Sheik attack? What's the Guardian decayed stuff? And yeah. First good unraveling in the mystery.
Wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess.
It's like, why is this Link person? Why does he have red hair? Like, where does that come into play? Green outfit? I'm sure it's not a strikingly similar outfit like that in Tears of the Kingdom.
Listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago.
I think that's kind of cool that they finally kind of explain that.
Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization.
Highly advanced in the Zonai way or the Breath of the Wild way? In the Sheikah way, Breath of the Wild.
Thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon.
It's implied that this Ganon though was like after like the Zonai origin. There's a lot of like loose details, like where's this place fully in the lore? These are all legends, so it's going to be contradicting evidence. You kind of have to take each game as its own.
Also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians.
But it's very much implied that the Sheikah were inspired off the old Zonai attack. That's where they kind of learned things. Like think about like beams, like those Zonai and all that. Or any other example.
The plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule,
There's really a lot of theories you can say. Because it's like, it showed Calamity Ganon, so this is between the current age and the Zonai founding. So there wasn't a lot of Zonai in Hyrule, like, past that initial point. But it's assumed maybe the hero returning was always a Zonai up to a certain point. Which is fair, because, like, in the current era, it's mostly Hylians, but there are some Sheikah returning kind of thing. Like, people like Impa. So it's possible there's still an age of Hylians and Sheikah, but there's also some Zonai, and the hero happened to be a Zonai still. So
the princess used her sacred power to seal away
there's a lot you can unpack.
Calamity Ganon.
Yeah, I definitely dig that. Because I feel like what they're setting up in the old lore was like, there eventually will be a hero to keep Hyrule over until, you know, the current age. So that hero wound up being a Zonai after, you know, Zelda turned to the dragon kind of thing. Like, yeah, it really does fit together in a cool way. Just because it's not blatant puzzle pieces, it doesn't have to be. Every game paints their own picture, and it's about figuring out those little links of what could make sense, how two legends could be interconnectable. I think that's cool. That's why I like Zelda. It makes sense to their own device. Yeah. But it's still very in theme. Which is good because, like, I don't want all these other Zelda games having to talk about the Great Calamity and the Sheikah and stuff, because that's very much a Breath of the Wild thing. Only getting light mentions in Tears made sense because it's a direct sequel, but it still holds its own weight. Like, you could play Tears of the Kingdom without past knowledge and still enjoy it. I think playing Breath of the Wild first makes a better flow, doing Breath of the Wild then Tears, but you can still play Tears and enjoy its story. And that's the point of Zelda games. They very rarely want to make a game where it's contingent on playing something else. It's their own tales. So yeah, Tears is technically an alternate history too, because Zelda changed the past with an upheaval. That's another way of seeing it. Like, with time travel, it's hard to have a definitive thing, because that's not a tangible thing. But the way I see it is that her going back kind of made a new past, but because that new past has to have a new future, it basically created a rift from the moment that she got sent back, and that's why the upheaval only started from that moment. It didn't impact the past. So it's kind of like, changing something in the past doesn't impact all of history, but rather the events will rift into the moment when something went back into the past to change it. Which is really hard to wrap your head around, and everyone has a very different understanding of time travel, but that's what made sense to me for these games. So that's why everything's like all wonky. It's kind of like a weird mix of the normal stuff plus the floating like Zonai stuff everywhere. Because it's like a rifted world, you know? So everything had to like catch up in an instant from the moment Zelda went back to change it. So, yeah. It's really interesting. But with that logic, everything that exists in this game is still the same in the timeline. Because she hasn't gone back yet. So. Again, I can only talk so much about time travel because you can open up the biggest wormhole and then stay up till 4 AM thinking about it. And that's just how it is. Yeah, I think we're good here. Okay. New clothes. Good to know. Eventually I'll get some headwear, so we're not just having this orb on our back. Which is fine for now, but it's never my preferred clothing anyways. Is there another arrow gate? I don't remember. Oh. But yeah, since we did that, we now unlock the next waypoint at Hateno, which that's one step closer to the memories, which leads to the Champion's Tunic, and also like the rune upgrades and all that too. So we unlocked that quest, and on top of that, talking to Impa unlocked one other special thing. Okay. I won't forget about you first. Thank you, Korok. Did I go the wrong way? I might have went the wrong way. Okay. But we won't see that special thing for a second. But it's basically, it's Yiga spawns. I don't believe you can see Yiga spawns prior to talking to Impa. And you could maybe debate me on that, and that's okay. But I'm pretty sure that's right. No. Trying to use this one up. Really quick before we charge it all. First, magnet cubes, matching. I guess I am on the right road. 12 of them, that's more than plenty. I thought the ego was the other road, like by the fairy fountain though. But I just could be wrong. Oh, a guy. What a bright sunset. A question. Am I a mountain climber? Side of a treacherous cliff. Oh, you're a seller. I'll take a look. We have some money. But that's all in tears. Like most materials. If you did sell the ones I could buy, it's probably for too much. Rupees over rules. Are you another? Thinking about rubies and sapphires. I'm sure they could be sold, but you know what? Sucks for me, right? Do you actually sell them? Oh. I like how there's travelers, though. It's Hestu. Wait. Before we talk to him, we can literally just get his things. We're in a pretty good spot. Oh. Which tier enemies are you? Well, we have some weapons. Stuff I do want to use up. I wonder if first... could just knock him off the edge. There we go. Oh, they're gonna play kickball, aren't they? They're kind of silly for that. Oh, no, he missed. Or I missed. Oh, no. That's bad. Hit him off. Whoop. Baseball. And then you. But this one's mine. Watch it. Only got so much stamina for this. I'm making a count though. And then slam down. Don't kick me. Don't do things to me. Thank you. Yay. But we survived. Somehow. The horn. Can't take that stuff. Was it worth it for a horn? Not exactly. Have to wait for silver enemies. Oh, he's been shaking them since he's 2 years old. And these are definitely different maracas than the ones in tiers. Because these ones had 900 seeds in them. And they have different seeds. Also because it would be very stupid if we weren't allowed them in this run. I'm sure there's a better explanation for why those count, but they do. Because the seeds do. Because we're just getting Breath of the Wild seeds. I can see you. Yeah, they stole your maracas? Shakala. Oh yeah, and the dance he does with them is different. It's a different ability. Because you know how the tears dance goes. One Korok seed. I do have a Korok seed. Yes, please. Weapon stash. Unlike the tears dance, it's different. Classic. Yep, different maracas. Not the tears maracas, because those ones he plays differently. So it counts for the rules. And then we can only do a couple at first, but all into weapon. We're gonna be nowhere near filling up on the others anytime soon. Red for weapon. It's power. Broccoli man. Wow. Man. One must wonder what Hestu looked like at 2. Was he the size of an average Korok? I feel like he was always bigger. He's kind of a special guy, so. But, you know, maybe only like twice as big or something. Or 3 times. This guy's like 5 times bigger. What do you know? Back to Korok Forest. Or do you want to talk more? Come from the Korok children. They're a little bit... Sorry. I blew up my voice singing. What are they? What are the seeds? Hestu. Celebrating musician of Korok Forest. Shakala. North of here. Yep, if you get lost, follow Hylia River north. So that's the next places we'll see him, because he's taking that advice too. So until we get to Korok Forest, we'll find him alongside the river. At the stables there. Bye-bye. So cute. Well, thing is, we're low hearts, and I want to teleport back to this shrine to start heading eastwards through the path and then down. But the thing is, if I want to restore really quick because we're low, warping to a shrine eventually anyways. So might as well warp to one for a fill-up first, then to the one we need to. We only have so many durians right now, and they won't respawn for a bit, so I should hold off. There we go. We'll make sure all of our shrines are dual-purposed. So, Spirit Orb and fill-up. There we go. Yep. Just back for the fill-up and the orb. He's like, oh, here's the elevator. It's like a simple one. Who's Hestu's grandpa? The Great Deku Tree? Well, I think it's implied that he's like just the father figure of them all. Hestu's just the bigger child. Some people are special like that. Okay. Let's go get our Amber. Because I've played this game too many times. And yep, what do you know? Too many times. I don't remember every little detail, but stuff that I'm bound to experience like near the early game or a challenge run, I'm bound to know a lot more. I believe there's a weapon in here. I just don't remember if it's one we can have or not. Oh, that could be rough. That could be... I took a half measure. I took a half measure. No! It wasn't worth the restore. Oh, the chest save. Well, in that case, we have the full hearts again. That's their full restores, but I don't want to purposely do them. Don't even... What? Oh! Perfect! It's like it knew. Just magnetized. And ruined. Darn. Whatever. Let's go solve it. Woohoo! Yippee! Oh, whoa! Ah! Why did you do the 2 craziest wind bombs in a shrine that didn't need it? Yeesh. Fun though. Did we get any new weapons this stream? I don't think so. Gonna be honest, we didn't, did we? I was like, I haven't updated it yet. Got 15 in a 4-hour stream and then none in the next 2. We got some new ingredients, so a lot of shrines. But that happens, you know? I wind nuked, literally. It was quite the nuke. Nope. Yeah, because I got duplicates of everything. Okay, we got the restore. Now we go to Kakariko. And we take the path east to Tenno. Do all that stuff. Yep. A bunch of unlocks coming up really soon. And then Divine Beast. Because getting those abilities soon would be nice. And eventually the goal is to get the Divine Beast and DLC done so we can get the Master Cycle. And the sooner in the playthrough we do that, the better. So we have more time to mess around with it. And we'll do other fun things in the game too. Okay. I was like, is that a shrine? No. Nice, monies. Oh yeah, rupees you actually... Yeah, rupees you have to walk over to pick up in this game. And tears you had to press A on them. But they try to keep them traditional here. Another reason why they're allowed. Because yeah, the way you obtain them is different. You have to walk over them. They're already allowed, of course, but I'm just making up reasons that... I just like highlighting reasons why things are different. Even if something was already allowed. Yep. And this pass too has the other magnet rock puzzle. Maybe it's why I confused the two so much, because yeah, they both had similar Korok in a similar area. Same reason why I confused these two paths, because they both have the Eye Korok. So similar little patterns and similar ways. Okay, yell some Elder Time. Please and thank you. Ooh, Boko Spear. We can have this one. I dig it. Okay, through the hole, wait. Bet you didn't expect this. I didn't either, okay. I don't think I've ever tried that before. But it's kind of silly. Yeah, you can't full force initially. You gotta position first and then shunk. Yay. You hated the passive money thing in, or the active, like, pick up money in Tears of the Kingdom. You know what? I feel like it could have worked where they could have let you do either way. Like, either just walking over it or also pressing A to grab it from a further range. But I guess that could have just been maybe awkward if they did that. Because would have considered both perspectives, but they kind of had to double down on one, and to be fair, the rupees are too small, really, to pick them up actively. If they were bigger, like... this game would be a lot more convenient, but it is not annoying, but it's like, oh, you have to like walk over it specifically and then do a little circle sometimes. So not as convenient as they were hoping for. So I think that's why they switched it. A good fix would have just been making the rupees bigger, but that would have been inconsistent between the two games. Also might just look awkward if rupees are so big but loot is smaller. So, there wasn't a perfect way. Ooh. This guy. This is the guy that wouldn't have been here initially. He has Rito armor. I don't think he's a Rito, though. Familiar with both sword and bow. He just kind of stopped us. A traveler? Why don't I join the Yeager clan? What are the perks? Do you get cool weapons? Perchance. Not too easy to answer questions. Oh. What's he doing here? Gonna do a little charge? At a rock. At me? Okay. Can I dodge that one? Yes, I can. Come on, do your little rush. Not bad. This is better, though. Take this Sheikah style. Ancient Sheikah versus Defector. And we'll take the Siggles. So much of this stuff went away in the future. But it's here now. With a half moon shape, allows for rapid delivery of fatal wounds. Serves as a symbol of their terror. Durability's low. But you know what? This half moon weapon will get us far. First green rupee, I guess. Yay. So it just is cool like that. That justifies a health. Want some of these fun rocks? It's gotta be perfect shots. Again, long throw hammer. Not like tears, but it's still its own thing. Behind the head. Perfect. Must be a little fancy with it now. I feel like it's working a bit better though. Maybe the long throw makes it like rotate more and like hit more actively. I don't know. But I feel like I never got this consistent of breakages with the hammers before. Aw. Yeah, welcome everyone tuning in, by the way. We still got a lot more today to do. Because I still surprisingly have a lot of energy, despite being up a lot earlier to do the direct. But you know, it's a special weekend, so that's okay. I'll break the hammer like that. It's meant to be broken. It's a lot of fun though. So, and it's 40 hits, so it's like 40 good things we can do. Pretty cool steer was the first Hinox I ever fought, and I was very freaked out by it. Understandably. But yeah, I guess I do have another slot because we just broke one very intentionally. We'll keep the one guardian weapon for the legs though. Of whichever guardian's nearby. It doesn't remind me, I do have to get the upgraded, or I just have to get the camera in general. I want to snap a picture of the Lionels before they go away. Because I think blue and white tier are missable. No. Maybe just blue tier master mode because of the scaling. I kind of forgot, but anything that's missable, including the weapons, I want a catalog. It'll be a very short compendium, but it'll be cool to see just all the Breath of the Wild only stuff. So we won't take a picture of anything that's not Breath of the Wild. Kind of an odd route. Like this area. Yep. My first ever Hinox I fought in the series. Do you have any cool neck things? It's like I do kind of want to see at least. The last one I checked had a moonlight scimitar. That was by the desert though. Oh, your hands out. Just one of them. Look, he's always sleepy. Scratch your belly. It doesn't look like there's new. You can scratch, you know. Travelers. Nope. Oh, get out of the. Get out. Sadly, no. Okay. Sorry. Master Mold, that's a huge damage suck. Oh, and I could show you something cool right now. I showed this off very poorly in the last stream, but I mentioned how this bow has a unique effect to make the music around you quieter when you're zooming in. Because it's meant to be like a stealth, like a focused shot. Like you're focused and everything's like quieter, like a sniper would think. It only really works well when there's music, so Listen to the music right now. Quieter. Louder. It's so cool. It's like a focused zoom in shot. They removed that detail entirely for Tears of the Kingdom. That's only because they redid the sound engine for that game. So there's a lot more detailed sounds, but they forgot to re-include this detail. The cost of a much better sound design engine was little details like this that they forgot to reincorporate. So it didn't have to be a cost. It's sort of like how having a stealth buff in this game makes your actual movements quieter, like just like your movement noise, which I don't think that's the case in Tears. So yeah, a couple of details they removed for some reason. I think just because they redid the sound engine and forgot to reincorporate them. But yeah, on the flip side, if you didn't know, the reason why I say sound engine instead of sound effects, because this game uses sound effects. Like when you walk on grass, it's using the grass move sound effect. When you walk on rock, it's using that one. But Tears will create like certain sounds, but it'll actually modulate them depending on where you are. So like, even the way you hit like certain surfaces is more dynamic. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it, like when you're transitioning between things. It's not just the grass sound to the rock sound. If you're in like a cave and like different parts of the caves, like sound will bounce off the walls in different ways. So it'll just feel more immersive. It's not a detail you can explicitly notice. It just adds to the whole experience. And it's really cool. So I always like that. Yeah. So it's meant to complement like all the caves and stuff and like that reflective kind of audio. And with all the different fuses, like different materials you can use to hit things, like that audio always lines up. May not have thought about it, but it's using a dynamic sound engine, not just this thing gets this sound effect, this thing gets that one. So ultimately just way cooler, but they did just forget a couple details that this game had over it, strangely. Let's see. Oh wait, I literally have like the best tool for this, so I might as well use it. Oh, got a little bit of wind. That was the fault, not me. It like kind of has to think about it first. And you can burn up. I think we can kill it before it... Darn. Let's do this one if we can. Cannot. Maybe. Let's try again. Actually? I can't tell, it's delayed. It's not fair. Okay. Bad durability, though. Oh, come on! You weren't supposed to whistle your Well, that's annoying. I just want the chest. Okay. I have a plan B here. There we go. Just trimmed it. And then, yeah, think about it. Do your thing. I'm sure it's just fine. And then... Wait, we can kill him. What? Is my depth... He's that low. He's so low in the water. Yeah. Wait, actually, he was so low, just too low for the orb. That's kind of nutty. Gonna be honest. Okay, well, we're not gonna make that platform, so... Oh! I said just did the worst wind bomb to prove myself. Anti-prove myself. That should be good. Yeah, we're a little higher. A lot higher. Okay, we still got shots. Yay. Okay. All that stuff returned, but hopefully this is worth it. You just never know. Oh, attack up 16. Stuff better than attack 10, though. It's awesome to see. Oh, talent. No! I'm so used to this. Yeah, normal arrows. Maybe we can make it worth it. Do you drop cool arrows? They keep falling so low for whatever reason. Okay. Maybe you guys have like cool drops, you know, cool air, like elementals, right? Big stacks, but definitely not elemental. I think we can make this in time. Just need to get the loot. I don't want to go back for it. It's not worth it. Maybe a raw swim. No. I can't get... Ah, darn. It's just a horn. We'll miss. We'll be fine. Hello, Paladin Football. Thank you for the 2. I just realized my chat was frozen for like maybe a minute or 2 or 3. So yeah, thank you for the 2. Sorry. Some other things. Notice that Link jumps higher in walls in Breath of the Wild. That is true. I think it's by like 25% or something. But yeah, Link's wall jumps in Tears of the Kingdom are reduced. So if you notice, think about Tears for a second. You get a little bit less height out of these jumps. And a lot less if you fail. I was doing an example. It's fine. Yeah, so sorry. I was like, wait a second. Why isn't chat up? I know there's people here. Sorry, today's the donation miss day. But I'll get to it. Just maybe a couple... I'm sorry. That's not a normal thing. I try to be timely. Alright, Ruda's gonna be fun. Because, technically you can do it without the Zora armor. I just never did it, but it'll be kind of just a cool thing to try in this run. Yeah, we'll see. Do I like Breath of the Wild or Tears battle music more? It's hard to say. This is just very like Wild-esque. The most basic description, but it's the best one I got. Like Breath of the Wild stuff feels wild. Like doo 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 den. And the Tears stuff, it's, I don't know, it matches the feel of the game. I can't put it into words because the music has the language in it. So they both encapsulate the combat essence of each game. And the world essence too. Okay, I don't remember if there's shrines here or not. It's one of those things where I'm like, We could kind of get a rundown to see like which important shrines there are. I have some maps really quick. I'm gonna pull it up, but here's the exclusive thing. This is all the stuff that's allowed. This is in the description. Pretty much everything I have up here is uncommon and unique map, which we showed off last stream. Yeah, so I guess there is some Serpentine spears around, but I just couldn't carry it initially. There's no shrine that's, well, there's an Edge of Dwell. That's the quest shrine we can't do. Let's put up the ancient map. Nothing super good for like ancient loot in this area. So we have to go like south for that. I just want to make sure if we pass on that could be very good for the run. I want to do it. Was there really 3 guardians over here? Maybe I mispinned that, but we'll see. Yeah, every time I made a run for my past challenges, I have a map, and that's all in the description because I have a whole map area. This one I just made for this, just like some unique stuff. Not everything, just some stuff. Because I have a bunch of ancient info here. We did for the ancient run. Cool Zora weapons from the Zora run. There's an alternate too, because some of it's very much out of its own region. So usually just in its own region. These are like the outliers, which we got that silver shield actually. Yep. Gerudo map. A lot of loose stuff, but yeah. Moonlight scimitars are really good ones to prioritize because they're fully unique. The golden bow and golden claymore are unique on namesake, so we can get those. Those are all the maps I have just for the stream. I just pull up a bunch just in case I had to reference them. But there's more in the description, so check the resources tab. I have a lot of stuff. Also, there are 3 guardian stalkers here. Okay. So we just passed one. That was crazy. I guess we could just fly and then do wind bomb as necessary. We're already at Hestu though, with one of our favorite shrines there. which I'm gonna love to do. Thank you, Mr. Mechanic, for the 2. Can I use DLC items? So I guess it depends. Like, only if it doesn't reappear in tiers. So, obviously nothing we have currently. Maybe not DLC. Well, upgraded Master Sword. Obviously the bike and everything. Oop, that's bad. I'm trying to think of like what else. Oh, Royal Guard's armor, because that has a unique ability from Tears of the Kingdom. Well, it was removed in Tears of the Kingdom, but the Royal Guard set had the ability to reduce jump height stamina and swim dash stamina by 50%. It was a hidden buff, but it was totally removed in Tears. So we count that. Because anything with a unique buff that's only in Breath of the Wild, we keep. What are you? This is, yeah, no enemies? Darn. I love seeing the high numbers, but it's a shame. It's so hard to win bomb off these the normal way. So we don't do it the normal way. That was a bad turn. No, still good. Killed the Octorok in the process. And we're here. Oh, wait. Not me going past the blue flame. Where's the blue flame? It's somewhere here, right? I'm in the ballpark now. I thought the blue flame was here. Am I or am I not going crazy? It's probably there. It is raining though, which is just so handy. Didn't I? Okay. I should make sure I didn't pick up anything that I was not allowed to. Oh, and it stopped raining so conveniently. Before this club breaks, yeah, any wood weapon, free 60 seconds of fire usage. If only I had a long throw wooden weapon. Oh, right. I can't throw it because it's about to break. Oh, wow. I really have the lucked out strategy. Okay, just stopped raining, so we should have at least 4 minutes to do this. 4 minutes I'll take full advantage of. Okay. Reset the timer. Perfect. New 60 seconds. Yeah, if it had long throw, that's just so helpful for this, but we only have it on the metallic thing. Okay, creates normal fire. Potato Village. We were in it for a bit, that just didn't count. And then yeah, just light that, back out, redo. Yeah, that's kind of the fast route. Just throw it across the river. If I get lucky, I can probably make a nice throw. Don't burn, please. Just always in the habit of that in case I miss too many in a row. There we go. I don't know if I was faster, but I chose to do it. Okay. That one can suffer. Realistically, it would be faster to throw. It still throws well because it's a spear. Spears naturally have better throw by a lot. Really? Because I was in the whistle sprint, it equipped to my back. That's upsetting. I was like, yeah, look at this cool tech I did. Yeah. Oh. That was embarrassing. Yeah. I know it's true in both games, but you really feel the spear long throw here. So naturally having a long throw spear is just much better. We'll eventually get a long throw spear. But yeah, in Tears of the Kingdom, the long throw works exponentially for all weapon types. I never did one-to-one comparison But I can say for sure that a two-handed with long-thrown tears is absolutely crazy. In this game, it's absolutely slow. Okay, I don't even... Oh, I kind of see it. It's like right there. I feel like that was too close. That really was too close. Oh, it has like a shield over it. Okay. That would have been a hard thing. No, we have the warp. Yay. The flame is blue. The furnace is hot. I like hot. Oh, you can really go in. Hello. Young Pura. It's me. And we already have the fire. Yeah. I lit the furnace. So you can kind of sequence work that way. Rather than going all the way up here, then back. Figured... If you figure out how to do that without being told, must come out of the slumber restoration in good shape. We certainly did. Multiple times over. Pura. Snappity snap. When people only used to tears playing Breath of the Wild, they're like, Pura? It's only been 6 years. How do you age? Alright, because it would have been a joke about her not being the director initially. But you kind of skipped that joke. Because, you know, you're way past it. You already did the hard labor and the quest. Instructed by Impa. Precisely. Slumber restoration. Yeah, we need our runes and all the good stuff. I remember, I do. But with hesitation. Dot dot dot. I kind of want to admit it. I don't want to make you feel bad. Subject has lost all memories. Noted. She's so silly in this game. Abruptly takes notes. Just in front of me, like, okay. Aren't you a child? Where's your logical conclusion? Failed experiment. Oh yeah, there's the diary. Why would you tell me about it then? I like how Simon just always in the back doing research. Always hid in the books. Give me a snap. It's funny because Pura didn't have a lot of these, like, I guess mannerisms and quirks and tears. Because mentally they're almost the same age, but like, she's just like very silly and whimsical in this game. But a lot more dutiful in tears. She did the click snap thing in the Champion's Ballad memory. You never get to see like normal size Pura, but you do get to hear her in the picture Champion's Ballad memory. So I thought that was a cute Easter egg. Guidance stone lock. Alright. Now we'll get all this stuff. I think it'll be neat. Camera, Hyrule Compendium, and album. Just a lot of features here. This run was kind of a rush to get that because so much Breath of the Wild exclusive stuff is locked here. And the snowball's just gonna go very fast. There we go. Final rune for now. But I do want to make a compendium of all of the exclusive stuff. And then all the memories. You only need one to get the champion tunic. Just get one and then come back. And then this compendium will just fill for anything Breath of the Wild exclusive. Which will not take nearly as long since most of it carried over. Pretty much all the creatures did, which that takes a large portion of the time. And monsters. And most things, as I said. Yes. All that cool stuff. Hear me out. Oh yeah. Every game makes you do the mandatory picture. Oh. Wait, I can get the spear. Just like holy... There we go. Boko spears are, yeah, of course. Small. Oh, I'll take a better one for the spear. There's your mandatory picture. Camera? Zoom function. I just like seeing little tutorial things. Like when we talked to Hestu earlier. It's like I never see this in subsequent playthrough, but I just forget what the dialogue's like. I took one. Does it show it? Not a very good effort? Ah, I thought it would count. We have to do a silly one. I'm just like... Oh, it's being very specific. Okay. Like, why are you looking at me? I took one. I mean, for a profile shot. It's silly. Old landscape photos. Yeah, so you just got to get one of the memories, and then you can talk to Impa, get the champion's tunic. Because the point of it's like it wants you to see that tunic first, because there's literally no sight of it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe like faintly in the background of one of the cutscenes. I think the king one. You kind of see the champion's tunic, maybe. Oh, yeah, but also we can bring ancient materials. Well, before Robbie. We can do a lot more with a lot less. Here. Or here. Yep, 3 screws for the sensor, 3 shafts for the bombs, 3 cores for stasis. And we literally got all that very easily. It's this one. Okay. I just want to go to the stone, I guess. Ancient materials. I'm game. Let's do them all. We killed some guardians. We looted a lot of other ones. Snap. More enthusiasm, but whatever. It still counted. All right. Well, the sensor just allows you to, I mean, see things. It's basically an extension on the shrine sensor, because all these are upgrades. We just can do shrines before. So yeah, I don't know what we'll have use for with this in the run. Not really dynamic spawns. We kind of know where things are already. So we're just getting this one out of principle. I don't think I'll use it. Okay. Well, the bomb one's really cheap. It's kind of cool because it's like the only... Yeah, you can't upgrade abilities in tiers because they're already so fleshed out. But since these are more to the point, it's kind of cool that you can upgrade them. Materials. Okay. Robot bomb next. 3 ancient shafts. Which, it literally doubles their efficiency. Go from 12 damage to 24. And I forgot the exact time, but I believe it also halvens the duration they take to recharge. That's not an exact stat, but it's like somewhere around there. Maybe from like 5 seconds to 2.5 seconds. I'm just eyeballing. I don't actually know the exact duration. But it's definitely shorter. There we go. 24 damage to 12. Which is good against enemies, but this means it can also one-shot me. Because, yeah, I could tank 12 damage and not die with 3 hearts. So I'll just have to be careful. In my current state, at least. A little guidance stone. Ancient materials. Stasis. And we literally just got the 3 cores. some chests and that one guardian we killed. So, the stasis rune. I don't remember the exact things that this one does. Oh, freezes enemies, right. And also time, I think. The pluses. Yeah, cool, they actually get upgraded. Powered up stasis can stop evil creatures. It's a lot shorter on them, but it's kind of cool that you can. An ability that directly impacts enemies themselves. I think that's cool because 2 of Breath of the Wild's abilities directly impact creatures themselves. Like you can stasis them, you can bomb them. Where Tyr's abilities more so impact the world, so the world can impact the enemy. So I think that's kind of cool. And obviously you can do that in Breath of the Wild too, but there's also direct forms, which is nice. Because these abilities just naturally are a little less fleshed out. So just have a pure statistical upgrade is nice. Yeah, power them all up. Well, awesome. Do you guide me to the next thing? Impa is a lot older. Little sister. That's crazy. Yeah. And founded by order of some Hyrule Castle bigwigs. She was a valued and distinguished advisor to the royals. She's the one who puts a stop to your crazier antics. So that's why you had to be all the way out here. Not under her guidance. No funding means no fun. Bars. Okay. Cool. Well, we already have everything. I just want to make sure, you know, before some of this stuff breaks, we'll just nab some pictures really quick. It's a small compendium to fill. Let's get that shadow out of our shot. I like in tiers you can ultra-ran things, so you can get nice camera pics. I did that a lot in my first playthrough. It was a lot of fun. But honestly, for this, we'll just set up like a few things. I'm gonna be like slightly photogenic, but just like simply, you know. Nothing that would be like painful, I guess. Let's get these good angles. Okay, big weapon should get big shots. Yeah, okay. Let's get a better spear one. Yeah, sorry. Just like a very plain compendium. Just to look, just to embellish on just the Breath of the Wild things, you know? I think that's pretty fair. If we're taking a rock hammer picture, there's only gonna be so many of these, so. We can get the sparkles in there too. Little bits of them. If it has a modifier, it does additional sparkle. Oh, a little more sparkle, please. That's kind of cool. They're special to us. I like them. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, get some fun pictures. Here, on top of there, we'll get a moonlight picture. I'm just being a little photographer. These ones you can move around though. You just can't rotate them the same. I'm just gonna have fun with some of them, honestly, because there's only gonna be so many pictures in this whole run. I want to make a nice little compendium. It'll be kind of cute. There we go. I'm no expert photographer, but I think I can make it look pretty nice. Let's stand on the stool. You can't stand on the stool. That's my whole plan. What's this thing? Sheikah Slate. I forgot about this. Wait, have I ever seen this? I feel like I have once. Cut the line aside of a guardian search beam. Beep beep. Stasis stuff. Stores consecutive force. Yeah, well, you know that. Cute stamps. I like vaguely remember this. Vaguely. Barely and vaguely. I combine the words. Use pins. Okay. So just a little bit closer. This one's gonna be a cool shot, so I'm gonna make sure it's a cool shot. I would have tried to do a good side shot, but that doesn't seem possible with our. It's gotta encapsulate the space nicely. I dig it. It's like a fancy letter opener. And for a fancy and vile one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Candid. Very candid. Next, like, books. I don't know, because, like, magician stuff. Rods, you know. Again, if I fail, it's fine. Simon. I'm gonna skim this if you don't mind. Yeah, that's very basic tutorial stuff. Yeah, whatever. A little bit of wood's fine. The weapon's off center, but yeah, that glows there. So, did we get the spike? Yeah, we did. It was just in the grass. This is an outside one. It's easier because I'll just take pictures of them in the moment now, but since these are all only ones, I don't know. This time it's nighttime. Let's get a sparkle in there. The sparkle's hard to get, and it's not a special one. Or should I get it from the front angle? Definitely that one. Ooh. Maybe a bit of a Sheikah picture? Question mark. This will be the last one, I think. Cut the grass, cut the grass. If only. Oh, with the blue flame in the back, because it's like a mixture of like traditional and ancient. I guess you can't see the blue flame, but I know it's there. Ooh, a little off-centered actually. Let's get a little bigger too. Wait, and a sparkle. There we go. That's good. That's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all it was, right? I think there's a counter as well. There's not. I should do well. These are good pictures. These are good pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm a fan personally. We got some good stuff in here. Okay. Thank you for sitting through me with that because that was fun. And I had to just make sure we did it. Are we buying the houses front? I think we should, because I want to steal some weapons. Because this thing we'll never see again. This is basically a memento. Blood moon. Wait a second. Blood moons are cool. I like blood moons personally. We could fight those Lionels again. I just really would like another bow soon because could be low in that territory. I don't actually know, that's a problem. But we got the stuff we need to do here. Maybe when that blood moon happens, we can refight Lionels before they scale, or take a picture of them, you know? Turn that off. In the meantime, we should probably chase a memory because, you know, we got the pictures to do that now. We can get the Champion's Tunic. Let's look at what we got. The closest one would be this gate. We were just by this gate. We didn't have a good enough way to... But I guess we could be by there again. Theoretically now. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's just kind of over this hill. Nothing good wind bomb can't fix. Right. Just a really good one though. Perfectly. Oh. Oh. Wait, triple tree? It's just going to everything we need. Oh, the Bosch Kala Shrine. That is a good spot too. Because that would have been like here. But oh well. I guess this is the second best thing. And it's like right by it. Wait. I'm so good at these puzzles. An actual pro. Oh! Got the Korok dodge in there. The cutscene saved us. Oh! Did it hit the apple? Or no, it was my bomb. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, upgraded bombs. And they go fast. Piggy! What? Where do you come from? Okay. Pig spawn. Came out of the tree. Sorry for breaking your hiding spot. Why did I slow react that? Pop. Hello, guy. Hello, little guy. Tweehee. Didn't have a rock to drop on his head. That's my favorite method of Korok torture, though. Alright, there's the Tenno Tower. I know there's multiple ways to go. It'd be cool if Satori glue green at some point. Because Satori is like a special one. Wait. I don't even have to look at it fully. I know you're one of these two, and I can't do either. Okay, we're fine. There we go. So when we go upriver, there's like one option, then the next one, then the next one. No green Satori yet. Okay. Sorry, this is important. I can't really see Satori Mountain though. But if it is green, I want to go there. Green is good. Okay. Well, that was like very easy actually. Oh. Hinox, he's cute. Ah. What flavor Lionel are you? The screamy one. Right, so we're only taking a picture of the exclusive Lionels, which you are not. Lionel swords are cool. That's dumb. Come and fight me. Well, like with swords. How dare you use my weakness in your favor. That should have created an autosave. Still an ouch. He did have a Lionel sword, but we can easily get those later, because that's respawnable, so. Fine. I guess we'll just ignore it. Ooh, wow. Whee! Smack. And with that, okay, I know there's a memory here. Why am I so confusion? Oh, star fragment, that's cool. Are star fragments different? They're a different color maybe? I don't remember. I don't think they're different. I think they're always yellow. Maybe they're white, I don't, whatever. Why am I, do we have to, wait. Oh, you have to go up and talk to Impa again. I feel like I've messed this up before. It doesn't make sense if you get the pictures. It's like, I want to get the memories. But you have to talk to... Okay. So much for my nice location. Cost me a death, too. Oh, well. You thought Lionels don't attack unless you pull out a weapon? That does trigger it, but also time will trigger it, too, I believe. So... I think you can trigger it faster by pulling out a weapon. I forgot the exact logic behind it, but... Oh well. We'll see, yeah. This quest would be such a pain in a no fast travel run. Which is very valid. Just back and forth, back and forth. All to unlock some integral stuff. Not replay friendly. Bunk. Okay. Well, after we see memory, we have to go back here again. It's the biggest goose chase. Okay. So yeah, come back when you restore one memory. Do you say that again, or? My memories. Yeah, there are memories. Yeah, if you manage to visit even one of the locations, come back. Yeah. Important dialogue you can easily miss. Oh, sorry, door. So going back there would be slow. So the best one would be literally right north of the field. It's right here. So might as well, right? Yeah. Because I don't mind getting this armor right away. Nice way to elevate our look right away. So yeah, we'll do this. Again, if we want to push out a far Divine Beast, it could be cool to take Satori. But I know that's very contingent on if Satori spawns. So we'll figure it out. The Champion Tunic is like the main thing I wanted to get. Because now we got the camera and like little things. So that's good. So do we get any new weapons by just spaced out? No, we didn't. Wow. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot to update the... No! The ego weapon. We've had that for a long time. It's fine. That was the only one we got, I think, today. Totally different pace from last stream, but that's okay. I kind of knew this stream would be a lot of this. Okay. Hello, home sweet home. Next stop. Oh, that worked. Very nicely. And Memory Forest. It's so close to the plateau. It's just like easy to miss in that way. So close yet so far. It's all tree. Wait, oh yeah, that thing. Structure. Memory. Okay. Well, this is one of the simplest because it's the closest to the Great Plateau. Intentionally so. We're gonna take a quick restroom break though, so I'll be right back. I'll let this play out while it's going. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good though. We'll still do a lot more after this. So, little restroom break. We'll let the memory play. Love turkey. Watch a stream.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City. Then, we'll need some adjustments on that divine beast so Daru can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think, that divine beast was actually built by people. That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These divine beasts, so much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
No. I was going to the bathroom. Whew. Oh my. Sorry, the cutscenes make good time for restroom breaks. It's practical, but I'm not even gonna look around. Let's go back to Impa. I want my armor. Why are they hitting me? It's like basically daytime. Come on, be patient. And die already. Thank you. Well, hi. I'm glad we avoided that calamity. They're all calamities here. Well, this will be good. I'm very excited to see enemy health bars pretty soon. Health numbers. Stats, because I like stats. Yeah, I'm doing good though. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I knew it was just kind of a lot of running between the cities today, but we still got some towers and made some little progress and shrines. Quite a lot of shrines. So I'm very happy so far. Hello, on my quarter heart. I've seen a memory. I mean, not really. I was, not present, but you think I saw it. Before you forget. Champion's Tunic. The signature look. Which you can get in tiers, but it's called the Tunic of Memories. And, of course, equipping it will reveal an enemy's life gauge thing. Which is super awesome, because tiers has nothing like that. Boom. The signature with a not so signature backpack and high-rise pants. When the shirt costs 99% of your outfit tailoring cost. With these high waters. Just like, you know what, this will have to do, but it kind of works. It's like, yeah, I'm like the old hero, but I'm in the wild. And I got a silly backpack from a different universe. Or something like that. It's cool. Is there an int? Oh, wait a second. I never thought that I could use inns. We can be in the inn to get some health back in. But I guess the inns are in other games. Am I going to be that much of a stickler? I am. Oh well. Should we just restore out of that? Yeah. That's my version of an inn. Keep eating for energy. Never have to sleep. Good life advice. So, we should take what we have and... Hey, we have good stuff now. Maybe just romp around a bit with it. We definitely have means now. Okay, back here, but with a new goal. A very wild goal. But feeling extra confident. It's got some armor points, that's good. That's not gonna help a one-shot, really. But we have like 11 armor points. That's pretty good. For not being able to use so many things. Yeah. I'm actually not mad at this look, though, with the old pants. Alright. The Sickle Knight. With the Ancient Shield. The Special Tunic, and a lot of Breath of the Wild stuff. It's very much a Breath of the Wild mashup, but... Well... Let's use this mashed up gear. To take on one of the most signature enemies. And there's a lot of them here. As soon as I find them, it'll be fun. Also, there wasn't a cave in this rock, was there? No. It is kind of is a rock. There's like little caves in some of them, which is cool. But alas, not here. Oop. Threes! Threes and three. Just get them all. Brush them away. Just so you know why it's easy to one-shot them. Okay. Where are my friends? You know, like my actual friends. There's some more if I keep looking. Whoop! What is this thing in the distance? We'll just stay in the air. A guardian? In a moment. Be patient, please. I have important matters to it. They're not that important. Let's fight. 1,500 health. But... nice parry. Well, it's a little over 500, I forgot. But regen brings it back. Yeah, we're still one shot. Sadly. But we'll be cooking soon. Hopefully. But yeah, basically at almost any stage in this run until we get a lot more life, which I don't know if that will be a priority. What? Like, you're actually kidding, right? I feel like that was the last 20 minutes, just... I mean, it wasn't. We really didn't do anything. We just... Guess we go back. We back. Zora Shield is in Tears of the Kingdom? It is, you're right. That's why we don't have it. But, you know, the Silver Shield is really cool. Same with the Golden Bow, so... Yeah, none of those are in Tears of the Kingdom. But, you know, in this game, you'll never see me pick up a Zora Shield. So that's good, at least. Yeah, how did I not get any autosaves? It's actually crazy. It's out for me. But hey, with more stamina, I can be so bold and be like, I'll make it all the way to this tower without touching the ground. We got a health fill up. Okay. Please, 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 please. I was trying to go to that tower. Supposed to have to do it. No. Actually kind of crazy. All the way to the rock, past where we were. And a second one. Perfection. We still not get an autosave. This little idiot. I hate you. I hate you so much. Huh? Wait. Huh? That was not a high fall, was it? Um, I don't know about that one. The game's out for me. It clearly is. I've been killed by idiot gravity. That is the culprit here, I guess. Guess where we are here. I shouldn't have had to worry about that because I was not in a deathly situation. I would have saved too after being next to the guardian because that's what I normally do. Besides that last time. My cores were there. I'm sorry. I'm like genuinely puzzled. Because yeah, I had the paraglider deployed. Is the guardian pointy somehow? I guess. I don't know, there's been sometimes where I fell on an object and did damage. I feel like just, at least in this game. Like when we jumped on that one stasis door, like metal door, in the first stream, and it did like a stasis arrow afterwards, which it shouldn't have. And I feel like there's another time, very long ago, like years ago, where I just jumped on the ore deposit of a talus and did a little bit of damage. Which in that case, I mean, environmental damage ignores armor. Being dealt 4 damage is, you know, not much, so could have been enough. It's out for me. I get it. It hates me. I'm just going straight for this guy. Okay, let's see what you did. Because surely you can't take off 2 hearts. Even if I save right here, it's only gonna... The saves where you last touch the ground, it'll be the plateau. Okay. So I don't know what I did last time. Okay, you just are ignoring me. Pretending that didn't happen? That definitely happened. Another life will have to kill you. This is that life. We'll do it. Okay. A bit hoppy about this. A bit jumpy. There we go. And now 430. So just 5 clean hits without regen. Some free parts every time. Screw you too for the screws. There it is. All screws. Oops, all screws. Literally all... Just calling it. What's this? All screws too? Oops, all springs. Nice. Okay. Parts are good. But yeah, you can actually see the effect. Yeah, lasers are like a weird stat. I forgot the exact number, like 100 something. Or 500 something. Is there any more? I think that's like the one that's here. Oh, there's another. I think I'm gonna waste time on a baby one like you. Yes, I am. Because you're worth the spoils. It makes climbing the tower a lot easier. But, well. You know, who said anything about climbing? Oh, So you won't smack or something. Whatever that. Ooh, that could be rough. I got this. That was rough. Okay. I feel like that bullet times, it probably could have latched on, honestly. I just didn't trust that. Whew. Well. Oh, another death. Was that two? Wait, was that 2 deaths? I'm sorry. Let me go back in the replay because I think I messed up. That was 2 deaths, right? No, I counted the last death. We'll go back and add it if I didn't, but okay. I can always add it after the stream, but I think I got the deaths. I was just so appalled by that last one. Why? What happened to the autosaves? What keeps happening? What? We were literally at the tower? We killed guardians? Past many different ruins. Does the tower not have an autosave? It's just, you know, I guess we were around it and then we didn't land. So it might have been an auto. Wait, it depends if we have the looter. No, because then the autosave would have been closer to it. Yeah. Oh, now just autosaved. Wow, very good. No, that's it, because usually autosaves are on like structures and stuff. I mean, we were kind of just around it, you know, like just enough for it to do something like that. So I get the logic, because I was just outside the regions where it would. Also, is it really possible to disable autosave? I did not know that. I don't go through the options very often. I don't see an option like that. Nintendo Labo option. No. I didn't think you could. It's just, yeah, the areas we exist within. Maybe look at something besides all screws though. So maybe it's worth it, right? I was just so confident, you know? Bomb parry. Sometimes you can lose just like that. I deserve to win this fight regardless of what happens, so. Okay, it made the noise of a new place interesting. I'm not even gonna look at you. I'm just mad. Did it not hit? No, it did, okay. I don't even deserve these deaths. I did this. I did this already. That's so momentum breaking. How many times do I have to fight this guy? I just mauled him. These deaths shouldn't count. I mean, I'm counting them anyways, out of principle. Don't get too close. We'll just bomb parry. Hoppy, hoppy, jumpy, jumpy. Wait, why is he full health again? Did it not hit? It didn't hit the eye. Okay, cool. There we go. And then you can watch. 330. 230. 130. Doesn't matter the weapon, as long as it's of ancient energy. 100 damage. And bada bing. There we go. Got some. Of course. Got a lot of non-screws. And crit. You may fly away. On your own tuition. Okay. Now we gotta kill that one other guy. I'm just gonna save it for everyone because I deserve this. It's fine. It's so fine. Also, I'm using the silver shield because that's just so cool. I gotta keep it for that. I gotta keep it for its unique uses. Okay. Hello, friend. You're not my friend, but play around with that. Let's be silly. Hello. Bye-bye. How awesome. Can't get like cores from this guy, but parts are parts. Let's get a whole bunch because it's fun. All for the ancient weapons we can build later. Going feral here. At the highest point and leg stop. Or maybe just a fail. Couldn't tell ya. Fast recharge. Get back into place quicker. Ah. We can't really fail anymore. Yeah, that's not gonna be too high. Oh, it is very high, actually. Now we spin around. Okay. That was my intent. My intent is realized. It feels inviting. Okay. Stamina's charging faster now because we have more of it. Well, it's 0 to full at the same speed, but more unit per second, I guess. I'll just go for it. Long haul. Yay. Skip 2 rungs now. There's no way this guy's getting the parry on. Yeah. Can you upgrade the Royal Guard armor in this game? You can't. But it'll still be nice for its set bonus, which isn't fully in this Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm just looking around really quick. We're good. Okay. Well, that is the the Guardian Hell Tower. Version 1. There's a double hell one. Because the flying ones you really can't parry easily. Those are for ancient arrows. Alright. Well, still we're doing quite swell. There's some like fun shrines in the area, just a lot of fun stuff. Also, I am at 29 deaths. Thank you for looking back and checking. I didn't count the death of falling in the Guardian. Okay. That's why I questioned it, because I was still questioning in the moment. I think that's pretty valid to question. That was an ish moment. 29. We're cooking. We really are cooking. Thank you for that. I know I'm low. We'll have to... because we could mitigate some stuff. It's like there's the castle. We got a lot of things. Is there... I kind of want to see really quick my maps. I want to see my ancient map. There is... yeah, there's a cool shrine nearby with some weapons in there. It's like test of strengths. I'm not ready for the really big ones. We kind of got to go in order. Yeah, like 2 miners up above. Oh, there's that Blood Moon Shrine. That's a moderate. We just missed the Blood Moon. But that's a good way to elevate at a future point, you know? Where do we go? Oh wait, the Phantom Ganon armor has a name change from Tears. I forgot about that. We could get that then. Evil Spirit armor, Phantom Ganon. Because if it is name change, that's fair. Yeah. Well, how handy. A stealth bone set. Because then you can use the Dragon Bone stuff. I'll have to update that, so thank you. I'm also just looking around. Let's do Trial Power. That's a fun shrine. I can't win bomb. The shame. We'll do it fast so we don't blink too much. Yeah. I guess, yeah, with the rules, like, small things I thought about, this past week since I streamed last, I added. So it's in that Google Doc that I have linked. I think twice in the description, so you can't miss it, of what's allowed and what's not. But I'll make sure to add Evil Spirit Armor, or Phantom Ganon Armor, called this game. So thank you. And then, yeah, I'll go through the list, honestly, of renames. Okay. Well, this shrine's a fun one. Right below the central tower. But not only is there good loot, but there's a very specific mechanic in only certain Breath of the Wild shrines that didn't translate to tiers. And that's the whole gyroscope stuff, which I really want to do all those. Wind bombs over the whole thing. No, not this one. You can't disrupt peak. Actually, I don't want to be teching, sorry. There we go. Take that. Not that. You take it out? You can't take it out. That's an ouch, though. This far snag. Well, an object in motion only works in motion. Yeah, you really can't take these ones out. But they have 1500 health, the scaling. All for a little guardian spear? You're crazy for that. What are you? Edge of Duality! It's just chilling there. So haphazardly. Okay. Well, I guess we take a free one. That's like the other close to plateau one. Or we could come back to this and wait for it to upgrade. Wait. Is there one that scales? I think this enemy scales in the castle right there, so we can get a scaling one at some later point. Okay. I just want to make sure we have that scaling opportunity later. If there's like one that scales but just not scaled yet, get a cool modifier. But this is fine for now. Okay. We have like one hope for this. If I get them in the path of this thingy. Ooh, that could be bad. Okay, roll. No, not big enough. But we still have the ball. I will use the ball then. Okay. This can be really risky, but I can't explain that one, but it slaughtered everything, and it did that pretty well. I am greatly accepting it, though. Thank you so much. What? That's crazy. It loves being unfair to us. Okay, certainly a thing, isn't it? Sorry, that's low. You're swell. What is just happening right now? Buggy of the Wild. In some ways, it's kind of great. Good. Couldn't see what happened. I think that adds to the allure of it. Not mad at that. Oh, there was another spear. Nice. Apple. Got a bunch of... There's still more. Well, I'm kind of glad we ate that food before. We would not have been able to live. Wow, I have a weird theory about this door. One second. I want these guys to leave. Oh, wait. No, I probably could force it open with the bomb, though. I have to do that again. So I don't mind playing that again. I think it's just funny that I was in such a dire situation that I kind of just did whatever I could, just hit it and like, if this doesn't work, I don't know what else will. We're watching this again, sorry. I was like, but they're not gonna go over there if I go to the other side. Oh no, this is not working. Maybe? So I guess I pushed it. I mean, of course it did. I wasn't expecting it to work. We were just barely hitting it the right way. Okay, this I'm very curious about because you gotta slam something through there. Oh, you can't stasis that. Wonder if you can just, no, they make it forceful. Okay. And that's okay. Woo! Almost a fake. Oh. Ball. Not enough force, I guess. You sure we can't do another one? Because I think with enough swing... Oh, I can do this. I'm a gyro expert. I can't even gyro that. No, I can do it. I promise. I'm good at this. Whoa. You're gonna ignore resell that. How about just a little love tap? Boop. Little love tap is pretty good. Okay, wait, 1 second. I'm recentering. Just I can do it. This is totally the intended way. I'm sure I could stasis it and just charge momentum that way. Whoa, we got it. Interesting. Oh, because it's on the ramp. Okay, I have a funnier way. Okay, let me go like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Oh wow, that's a max. Woohoo, over the moon. Task failed successfully. Okay. The tip of the door. If you want another ball. Oh, wow. And I guess that's fine too. Yay, more. Woohoo. It only counted for that. An intended way. Oh, cores are cool. The rock train is up ahead, though. I know I'm blinking, but that's not my fault. This is such a crazy shrine, so you're gonna do the weird stuff in here, and I think that's okay. Oh, wait. You gotta do the burn strategy first. Good thing I got rid of that fire rod. Okay, well, we don't need the Boko spear. I'm sure of it. Stop time and then hit it perfectly dead on. Oh, beautiful. That was too good. A rock wall, you say? I wonder if I can break it with this. Just out of funny curiosity. I wish I had that Boko spear. And then break it. Yes! Wait. Oh, almost. Upsetting in such a weird way. Okay. I mean, you could just do that. But I was just trying to be silly and use my weapon up. That was something. Money! Yay! Okay. It does auto-save a lot of these. There's only one right way to do this one, though. And if all goes well, I can use up a weapon. Please go in the way. Yes! We got one! You had no weapon, though. You did have a weapon. It got rock trained. Oh wait, yeah. Your enemies that did not return. Aha. Okay. I feel like I can do this again. I'll be very careful about it. Through the... Okay, I mean, that's fair. You only do 1 damage, though, so I'm not worried about you. Ah. Round 2? I'm okay with that. Free kills on elaborate enemies. Oh, I could stasis you. Oh, but that's not gonna... Not like you're gonna listen in place for the whole time. He's hitting it. No! Get over here! Get over! Get over! That's your bad. That's all your fault. You hit it there. Why do you keep hitting yourself? Come on. Love yourself more. Well, we killed them all. All 1,500 health Guardians. And there were 4 of them. And that was wild. Breath of the Wild. Woohoo! There we go. We basically filled up again. And 3 fresh weapons out of that. Make sure to use some when you know you're gonna get more. Yay. Hitting switches doesn't take durability. Always make sure to get this though. This is a good one. Always the diamond. And we have 3 of them. That's so good. And Omash. Okay, and we get that free restore. Now we needed it. So I'm glad we had the hearty food earlier. Because if you didn't take that at the beginning of the shrine, wouldn't have been able to tank that huge play at the start. And yeah. 6,000 health the Guardians. Scouts. It's all nice. Whew. Okay, that was a lot of fun. We did all the prep stuff between Kakariko and Hinteno, got some towers, just a few new material stuff, weapon. Got a lot of shrines though, which is good, because now we can go around more. Got some warps, got some hearty durians. So today was still a very fulfilling day. Oh, it's raining, okay. No, nothing terrible. Got new weapons. It's all very good. I'm gonna leave off here though, because honestly, it's been a long day already with being up 14 hours, 15. I don't know, whatever time the direct was this morning. So we did that, and then, yeah. It was a whole day of just like kind of hyping about that, and it was really cool. Which, yeah, I'm glad we got to stream that even earlier. That was a lot of fun. It's cool that there were so many Zelda announcements, but none of them were even like the big announcement of the conference, you know? Like, it's cool to get the enhanced stuff with these games, especially with Tears having a bit more. It has like the little memory logs and stuff, and the auto build sharing. And then, yeah, Wind Waker report. Not sure why it's not the HD version, but I guess they will do that in the future, but it's at least a version on the Switch. And then the whole Age of Calamity thing, or Hyrule Warriors thing for the Zone A, that can be really cool. I'm intrigued to see how that's gonna go. So, because yeah, I never anticipated like to see more of the story, because it mainly just existed to serve as a backdrop for Zelda's character arc and Ganondorf and Rauru's place in the story and their duality. But yeah, we'll see. I'm very excited for the Mario Kart game and the Donkey Kong one. That's so cool. Forgotten Land DLC is awesome. Also, sorry, I'm saying all this because I'm wrapping up right now. That's why I'm not doing anything. I feel like this is a good stopping point for today. But I just kind of have to end off with that because it was a very big day for Nintendo news. Conveniently on the second stream of this new challenge run. So I think we're probably going to finish it up before, or even probably like right before the new versions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom come out in June. It's probably a couple months because I do this every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. All the info's in the description, the schedule, the resources, all that. And the first stream if you haven't seen that. We'll be back next week Wednesday, and yeah, probably every Wednesday until we'll probably finish probably early June, like when the new stuff comes out. So it probably means my next playthrough will be using the remade version, because why not? It's new, right? And you can see what it's all about. That would be cool. It kind of lines up perfectly because this playthrough was about that long anyways. So I really want to get in that pre-order list for the Switch too. Apparently, yeah, you put in like your info with your Nintendo account and they kind of randomly select you. They didn't randomly select me, so I'll have to figure out a pre-order. I'll figure it out. So, you know, I won't have to resort to a scalper, which I never will, but I don't want to be in that boat. So that's all I gotta say though. It's been a long day. It's been an awesome day. I'll still keep thinking about that direct this morning, but I kind of put that aside for the most part and just had some fun with this. And it's crazy that it all relates back to it too. So it's wild. Thank you so much for watching. Again, before I just start word salading, we'll be back next week Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, I'm still editing the Zone A run. I also already started editing the last spot of this run, so those will be videos. This will be video, that will be video. A lot of editing on my belt, but it's all fun. So thank you. Hope you guys have a great night, and see you next week.